Metamorphosis. Our great Callisto, the world's golden crown, will grow wings to be raised against the sky, becoming a halo instead, spreading her light on the world below. Join me, siblings, in celebration. Feast, drink, sing in merriment, for in 6 weeks' time the world will be forever changed. Casaro closes out his speech, claps, and then you see servers begin to go out and start pouring wine and drinks, and he activates his shoes again and kind of like walks down, almost like stepping on air as if they were steps, returning to the little alcove, this balcony with Lucian, Athera, and can't forget Zim, even though he is invisible, sitting in there. Casaro joins you guys, looking amongst we'll say two of you. Zim is just kind of trying to be incognito, even if it is potentially failing. Lucian and Athera, will you describe your expressions after recently learning about Casaro's plan to make the city fly?
I feel like Lucian is a little more inquisitive to the mechanics of how that would all work, rather than the shock and awe of, oh, a city's about to fly. So he's probably trying to figure that out in his head right now.
Yeah, doing mental calculus up there. Athera, what about you?
Can I get a read off of Casaro of whether he's like excited because this is a great thing for the city, or excited because I'm so awesome?
Go ahead and give me an insight check. That is a fantastic question.
26.
On a 26, easily you're able to spot that he returns to you guys almost expecting to see that you're impressed, that you are like, oh wow, a floating city, that's crazy, that's awesome, how are you going to do that? And he's looking for that and not quite seeing it, and you see a little bit of disappointment start to cross his face. This is definitely something that, even if it is not necessarily purely for ego, he is mostly riding that wave of, I'm doing something that's super new and super cool, and I want to get recognition from it.
Yeah, in that case, Athera, she's kind of frowning a little bit, her brows are furrowed, she's very skeptical and not impressed.
He will, are you guys sitting or standing right now?
I think we're sitting.
Yeah, I think we're sitting.
Cool. He will join you at this little table that he has, kind of ignoring the game that you guys were playing, kind of shoving the dice to the side. He looks and you guys see him kind of eye you a little bit, cross his arms and say, not exactly the reception I was expecting, but I am exceptionally curious to know what your minds are reveling in right now.
How exactly do you plan to make a city float of this magnitude?
He leans back in his chair, kind of soaking it in a little bit of a smirk crossing his face, and he says, you tell me. I see you carry a spellbook with you, you're clearly intelligent. How would that work? How would that solve the problems that are posed to us? To me, specifically. And how could we potentially get the city to functionally fly safely?
I mean, generally, I know the mechanics of how it would work on a small scale. I'm worried if you even have enough iridium to make this sort of thing happen.
Mm-hmm. Continue that line of thought. You're so close.
Is the continuation of this line of thought the fact that you secretly have that much iridium?
Oh no, I do not have it. The city has it.
By the city has it, are you by any chance implying any of the building blocks of the buildings themselves?
Well, Viridium was used to make most of the city, but Viridium itself was not instilled in the majority of buildings. In my speech, I believe I mentioned that I have been adding it to the wall surrounding the city, but that would not be enough to make the city fly. No, that would just make the wall float and detach from the ground. So you tell me, Mr. Intelligent Man, how is the city going to fly? And he points to Aethir and he says, you have deeply depressed eyebrows right now. You seem to be deep in thought. Please tell me what you think. Where would one get so much Viridium?
Were the mines in the city or outside of it?
They were in the city. The entrance to the mines were in one of the 5 boroughs.
Are you just going to use the unmined stuff that's in the mines below the city already?
Progress. You're outdoing your friends.
But why do it in the first place? It seems like an obnoxious move for something that could go so wrong.
Again, you tell me. You are, I'm sure, privy to the problems that we face. I have people who are protesting my decision to close the mines, even at this very moment, standing outside on the steps to this building. We also have the lack of Viridium coming into the city, proving to be a constraint for many businesses. How do we fix all of these problems by lifting the city out of the sky? And he is kind of eyeing and studying you guys, really seeming to enjoy this mental game of seeing if you guys can come to the same conclusions he has.
Simply for the fact that my brain no work here right now, can I just roll a base intelligence check to see if I can find a string somewhere in this conversation?
I will let
Is my character
you-
smarter than me?
Yeah, right.
I will let you roll an intelligence check, but I will need you to refine like what you are wanting to piece together, or like what you're trying.
Can I refine it after I roll?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll also let you roll an investigation
my dice.
or arcana, because this is magic related.
Probably Arcana would make more sense. I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond because I forgot to get my dice. Son of a bitch.
Brother.
It's a 16 because I have a plus 13, but that's a 3 on the dice, so 16 total. Right now, Lucian is, after hearing Aethir mention the mines, he is thinking back to how unstable Viridium is until it's refined,
Mhm.
and what it would take to refine that amount of Iridium and properly place it in the correct spots underneath the city or in the mines to be able to do all of this without a catastrophic disaster.
First and foremost, it would take a lot of spellcasters. Like a lot. On a 16, you're doing the math in your head, and you've seen roughly the size of the gems used in like the platforms out on the dance floor. A couple things that I'll point out on a 16 is it seems like, even though this is a magical thing, it still has to like physically work. As in, the gems on the platforms were all spread out evenly, so that when it lifts, it doesn't just like flip over and topple. If there was just one in the center, it'd be really easy to just like knock it to the side. So 4 separate ones lifting it helps to keep it balanced. They're also about the size of... They're smaller than a fist. Like, it may be about the size of your palm that's in these platforms. And those platforms are like 20-25 feet across. So you're doing like the ratio in your head of like how much Viridium can lift, how much weight successfully. There would need to be a massive storage of Viridium underground. The stuff that's in the walls would be nowhere near enough. That would probably be just to keep it balanced as it floats from like leaning one way or the other. There would have to be like a huge vein underground being used, and it would take a shit ton of magic to refine it.
So what I'm wondering is, do you even have the workforce available to refine the amount of Iridium required to properly do this without blowing your city off the face of this planet?
He, again, leaning back in his chair, kind of eyeing you up and down, and he says, No, this city is quite short on spellcasters, especially those enough, intelligent enough to refine Viridium properly. But your city seems to have an exceptional amount of them.
And what could you possibly be implying by that?
I mean that you and this garb seems to be a really poor facade at blending in with my city, but you and your appearance, your mannerisms, your spellbook, everything about you screams Valarin, and I am surprised to know that you are not here of my own expense. I thought you were one of my workers for a moment, but that is definitely not the case.
How could I look like one of your workers in this extravagant apparel?
You think that my workers would be dressed anything below exceptional?
I also want to say, during the rest of this lie that's about to happen, Lucian's face is not good at hiding any of it.
Phenomenal.
I believe I may have surpassed exceptional when I walked in here with this. I don't know how you could possibly think I'm anything less than a proper guest here.
He snorts a little bit, turns his gaze to Athera, and he says, "You're not this man's husband, are you?"
After that, I think I want a divorce.
Wait,
Hold on, rewind.
Athera's not his husband?
Oh shit, you get the idea.
Did we gender swap?
I didn't
Was
even
there-
catch that. That's
I didn't
amazing.
even catch
Was
it.
there-
I'm not. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it.
Happy Pride!
Is this a Pride Month gender swap?
Because we have not updated the spell yet, I'm gonna absolutely say that no one in particular, but someone's voice in the little telepathic bond just goes, "Husband." And then
Be mine because I am sitting on the balcony, like on the edge.
Yeah,
because
sure.
it's the their side.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
On the other
he
side.
corrects himself. I'm sorry, this man is not your husband. Okay, good. I'm just making sure to clarify. I think that we are asking the wrong questions as well. He points to Athera again. My friend, who is terrible at games, would you at least lend me your brain power in telling me why would we make the city float? How does that fix the problems that we face, and what benefits do we seem to gain from it?
I'm not the intelligent one here. But then she kind of smirks. Well, what did you say your problems are? I don't know. I don't know all of your city politics. Lay them out. Can't work with nothing.
What have you faced since you've arrived here?
Shorty, I haven't played this game in months. I don't remember.
Brief little recap over the table. Some of the problems that we're facing are, first and foremost, the Viridium mines. Ever since Galeazzo died, he was one of the best transmuters in the city. He could use Viridium to turn stuff to gold, to silver, to stone, and he was like helping to reinforce the mines so that they could dig around and take out these huge chunks of Viridium without it collapsing. But he died. And no one has been able to like really do what he did since. So a lot of the work that he was doing, they continued mining, and the mines began to collapse, causing like the tremors in the city, which was then potentially linked to something Dahlia was really curious about, which is like the underwater fish and fish people, the Sahuagin, getting a hold of Iridium and mutating. It's probably the cause of a lot of the plant life, like growing weird. So the mines collapsing was an issue, so they closed it down. And that put a lot of people out of work. They no longer have access to just Viridium at will. And a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah, I would love to talk to him about the Sahuagin problem at some point.
So your minds are unsafe at this point. And you don't have anyone who has the magic ability to make that Viridium useful in the way that you're used to using it. Is it possible for you to use the Viridium in a raw state?
Safely? Absolutely not. I may experiment around and see if it's plausible to recreate my father's work with the random effects that Viridium seems to cause.
So have you been bringing in outside helpers? I mean, what you said to my friend makes it sound like you have wizards coming in from other cities to help you refine it.
Mhm.
So if you can make a floating city, are you going to have it travel, or is it going to stay there?
Oh, of course, it's going to travel. My friend, would you be so kind as to tell me your name?
I think I told you before. Did I not?
You probably did. But then again, you also said that you were his wife and that you knew how to play this dice game that we were playing, and that was clearly, at best,
Mhm.
a misrepresentation.
Right, well, I think that the name is not that important, so you're just gonna have to be fine with Marie.
Alright, well, Marie, let me answer my own question for you. There are dozens of ways we could solve this problem to reopen the mines. More people could potentially study to become transmuters. We could hire someone out of your friend's city. They have access to much greater magic than we do here. Or we could simply spend the money to build the structures in the mines like we need rather than transmuting them. But that is boring. That is not fun. That is not in the name of accomplishment in science. It is a great big world out there, and this city is going to see it, and the world will see this city. Out of the thousands of ways that we could solve this problem, this is the way to solve it, and to have everyone else looking at us saying, wow, I wish we could do that.
So you just want to make a floating city for the fact of showing off?
But it also solves the problems, but yes.
What? I don't see how it's solving problems beyond just just educating your people on how to refine the Viridium. It's not getting rid of you'll have to keep the Viridium in the ground somewhere in order to support the magic that you want to do.
He says, it is not merely to show off. There's a large vein of Viridium that spreads throughout the underneath of the city. We've been mining well below for quite some time. But that vein is going to get refined and enchanted to make the city fly, and then we can continue to mine underneath it without worry of the city collapsing, without worry of the weight of this large chunk of land on top. We can mine safely, and it comes at the expense of a large section of Viridium that would otherwise be useful, but it doesn't seem like there are many ways for us to truly have access to all of this Viridium without the city falling into the sea, and I would like for that not to happen.
So is your plan to lift the entirety of the mine with you, or are you leaving the rest in the ground and just taking the vein and the
We are
city?
just taking that top vein and flying away with it, and then the mine will remain in the ground. People will work there, they will export the Viridium, and then we will have access once again.
I see. That makes a little bit more sense. I have to give you that.
At this point, there is a sort of knock on the wood outside of this balcony, and you guys watch as one of Kasaro's friends walks over and lifts up the curtains, and there seems to be a man in a black suit, black tie, white shirt underneath, one of the wait staff, who is kind of waving gently. Behind him, a man in these really ornate, white and golden robes. He's got pale skin, short blonde hair, these golden yellow irises standing behind him with his arms kind of folded and tucked in front of him. And the waitstaff says, speaking in Septennian, so Lucian you'd understand, but he says, Mr. Casaro, sir, you have a visitor from the Church of Peron. He would like to have a word with you.
I'm instantly going to transmit that to everyone.
Uh,
Oh, you hear like an alarm sound coming from Talia.
The second I heard golden eyes.
Casaro then looks to you two and he says, well, this was fun. He points at Lucian and says, I would love to pick your brain a little bit more about where this magic you have comes from, and if I could put you to use, I have plenty of money if that's what you seek. And then he's going to point at you and send a message into your head. And he's going to say, I want to know where that dragon came from.
Whoa. Leave my son out of this.
Am I able to respond to message? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the limit on that?
It's not really a limit. You just have to keep it kind of short.
Oh, okay. Possibly. If you could tell me if Professor Remen has helped you with this job recently.
You see, he kind of holds his eyebrows down, but then he says, I will find you. And then he ushers for you guys to leave. As you guys exit, you walk past this kind of smaller, I don't remember how tall Lucian is off the top of my head, but the man from the Church of Paran is not very tall. He's only about 5'6". But he looks at you guys and gives a kind of polite smile and a nod. Will you both give me an insight check really quick?
Can I act like I'm like going to sneeze or something, cover my face like away from him, and use my ability to transform my nose into like a wolf snout and see if I can smell like fear or anxiety on him?
Absolutely. I'll give you advantage on that. Was that a nat 20?
That wasn't that
What?
20. Which makes it 25 total, by the way, if you're curious.
And then Aethera, you had advantage. What'd you get?
17.
So pretty
Surprisingly,
insightful.
Lucian is the one who picks up on this more. I will still give Aethera a little bit of information because you're going like a different route, trying to like sniff him out and see if you can't pick up on some of his emotions. Lucian, you watch as he gives you kind of a polite nod and a smile, and then you watch as his eyes scan you both very quickly, and then as they do, his eyebrows slowly shift downwards a little bit, almost in confusion or recognition. On a nat 20, I'm not even going to narrow it down, but something about you two has drawn his attention. And then
I fucking
Aethera,
told you guys.
on your insight check,
Told you.
smelling him out, all I'm going to say is you sniff a little bit and you smell this really soft but like bitter kind of flower scent come off of him. Will you give me I'm gonna call it a nature check really quick. I'm gonna just set the DC at 14. You've interacted with this thing before. It is not
19.
a black spray. 19 is great. It is the smell of a Helios flower, which is widely used by the Church of Paran. But you like smell a little bit of sweat begin to accumulate on his skin, and you're able to feel that his heartbeat quickens just a bit as he is looking at you guys and seemingly recognizing you. But then he is quickly ushered off into the balcony. With that being said, Dahlia and Gwen, you guys are over in the balcony right beside this. Dahlia, I know you said you had something that you wanted to do in regards to this guy. Go ahead and tell me.
I just want... So he's obviously a member of the Church of Paran, and if he is up here talking to Casaro, he's a powerful man in the Church of Paran. I want to see if I can recognize his voice at all, or if he says his name, I would like to recognize his name.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sitting, like, still on, like, the ledge of the balcony. but like where the edge of like the guard around it meets the wall, and like I have my back against the wall, and I'm like hanging one foot off, and I'm drinking my little orange juice, and I look like I'm just like looking across, kind of watching people dance, but obviously I am not. I am just kind of focusing on listening to them. Not only because it's a member of the Church of Piran and I would love to be on red alert, but also because at some point I would love to talk to Casaro.
Yeah, everybody's vying for his attention. Something else I'm going to give in retrospect. Go ahead and roll a perception check, but I'm going to tell Athera this really quick. Something that you would pick up on naturally with your passive insight is that Casaro was almost for certain questioning you guys to figure out what you wanted from him. But as soon as he was able to pick up on the fact that you like weren't out with an agenda, like trying to get him to approve something or to fund something, that's when it seems like it sort of turned and he was enjoying the conversation a bit more. Which will slightly be relevant in this conversation. What'd you get on that perception? And Glenn, are you doing anything?
I'm just gonna...
And is Zim staying in there or is he getting out?
For now I'm gonna have him get out, but still be like somewhat nearby to keep an eye on things. I was basically just gonna say I was gonna tell him to keep an eye on things and look out for anything that might be interesting or weird.
Cool.
17 plus 8, so 25.
25 is definitely going to be enough. The voices are kind of hushed from this far away. They are, you have good hearing, so you're able to pick up on most of what they're saying.
Big ears.
But they are speaking in a very low tone. It seems like Casaro's not enjoying this conversation as much. He's not laughing. But the man does introduce himself. He begins the conversation, standing up, looking at Casaro, and he says, "Hello, my name is Miles Saturin. I was deeply hoping to make a connection with you as a representative of the Church of Piran. I am sadly here on business and not pleasure, but I wanted to have a moment with you, if I could, about potentially setting up trade relations between your city and their incredible resources at hand in light of the passing of your father."
Do I recognize that name?
If you yourself don't recognize it, I'll say you can give me a history check. We'll call it a DC 13.
Okay, well I got a 13 on the die. So 15.
15. Yes, you do recognize it because Grace has said this name a couple of times, and I'm not going to explicitly say what it is, but Grace seemed to work very closely with this guy. So the conversation continues. I'm just going to...
If he knows about me.
You tell me.
Darlin, I don't remember.
I'm just going to tell you what their conversation's about. You decide everything else. They begin talking. Casaro is genuinely not interested. From the way that Miles is speaking, he had... the church had a deal with his father where, he would use Viridium to turn some stuff to gold. They would ship it off, and in return, they would ship a bunch of, Chimeran stuff that you can't get up here, like alchemical ingredients or, a lot of food that can be grown down south of the equator. Casaro doesn't seem to care, though. He is mostly focused on this flying city thing. He quickly takes his name, has one of his friends write it down, and says that they'll make a decision soon, that they'll be in touch. He gets the details on when Miles is leaving the city. He should be here for about 4 or 5 days before heading back to Chimera. And Casaro says that he will get word to him by then, but it's not really at the forefront of his mind. Miles, being disappointed, kind of takes that as his cue to exit. Zim stays guard outside their little station right there. But, Dahlia, if you want to inform the rest of the group on that, or potentially speculate as to who that could be, you are free to.
Yeah, I do tell everybody, like, hey, his name is Miles, whatever you said the last name was. I know that he worked with Grace. If he's higher up in the church and worked with Grace, he probably knows who I am. Bad vibes. Bad vibes.
Shorty, can I respond, since I did the work to find him in your stuff, and just let everyone know that he's at least a general?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Rosari's being an outside perspective on the Church of Paran, and Ava being someone who was in the Church of Paran, if both of you want to give me, I'll call it history or religion, either one, DC 10, to peg who this guy is.
I rolled to peg the guy.
Whoa.
21 religion.
Nice.
Pride month. Pride month.
Pride month.
Ava, what'd
Okay,
you
he got that so good, so I don't need to roll.
Well, I still want to know what you got.
That tells
what
me
did
she
you
rolled
say?
poorly.
History or religion? Yeah, I only have a +2, so that's a 6. That's an 8.
Okay. The name does sound deeply familiar to you, and you're really, like, trying to figure out why you can't place who this is until Rosari's, being the very meticulous and organized person that you are, you've looked into the church. You're absolutely right. You even sent the picture in here in one of the textbooks that I sent you for religious studies classes. In the year 1225, Miles Satrin was a general for the Ardent Solace. That was 4 years ago. Almost 5 years ago now. He is one of the Grand Inquisitors, meaning he is Grace's equal.
Great, so he definitely knows who I am. All of the Grand Inquisitors do.
Yay.
That's all I'm going to say. But with that, I will use that opportunity to transition. Rosari's, not Lucian, Rosari's Leo and Ava, you guys are my 3 down on the floor. I would love to know where you're at, what you're doing, and how you take this news, and then you guys can all talk together, obviously.
Well, I was on the dance floor. So I'm gonna go back to the table that Leo's at after that. And Ava's uninterested in the news.
Ava, how are you not freaking out right now? Don't you know this guy?
Oh, yes. No, I hope not. I mean, I know him, but he hopefully does not know me. He definitely knows Dahlia. Good thing that she decided to do an actual disguise, thankfully. I am not gonna let some stupid Grand Inquisitor ruin my first ball, alright?
Seems fine. I'm gonna go look around for more constituents.
What?
He wouldn't come alone.
Well, what do you mean? You're just
He has
gonna leave me?
goons around. No, you're gonna come with me. Are you gonna keep dancing?
I thought we were... Fine. You want to do a mission.
There's a dance competition later. Come on, it's fine.
You know, Leo, when we decided to go to this ball together, I think it's pretty funny that my first thought was, I'm gonna get a dress that incorporates both me and him and try to get the most impressive, most beautiful thing that I can find. And your first thought was, I'm gonna be a 75-year-old man cosplaying a storm giant. Okay, Leo, fine. What's our last name again?
Our last name?
Yeah, aren't we married, or are we not married now?
I don't remember that being a part of the whole
Going
shtick.
together as a Okay.
I'm gonna walk
Fine.
up at this point and just be like, y'all seem to be having fun.
Yeah, to be clear, is this conversation happening, like,
No, this is out
telepathically?
loud.
Okay.
This is out loud. It's just out loud. So Rosari's could probably hear it, but okay. Well, yeah, so much fun, Rosari's, to find out that I didn't really go with the person that I thought I was going with. It's so much fun, actually.
Leo, I don't want to have to give you the older brother talk, but I will. Be nice to my sister.
Look, I'm just saying we should do a mission that we came here
Right,
to do.
a
That's all
mission.
I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Ava, help me and him with the mission, and you can have him later. Deal?
Well, I don't know if I want him later now.
Oh, it's fine. He wants you, so.
Woo! Oh, I will help until something else catches my eye. Then I might run off.
That's like every other second.
You know
There's
me.
a ton of rich dudes here.
I know. That's why I'm gonna probably run off.
And women in beautiful dresses.
Look. Yeah, but she can't pick.
That's
pocket those
true.
ones. She'll be too afraid.
Too nervous.
Hey, honestly
I
though, if you
don't
can
steal
if you can
from
get some
people.
scratch off of some of these dopes in here, that would be pretty good. I bet you the pockets are pretty deep in some of these gowns.
How many times do I say I don't steal? I don't.
From rich people? What the rich people? I
No,
don't understand.
I manipulate them into giving me stuff. I don't steal.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like
It's
that
just
one
like
time
down on the list.
I,
Those are different.
I
Yeah, that's
told
just-
Grace to give me money because I'm an orphan,
Oh, so
right?
Gwen is
Is
now
that similar?
walked downstairs.
Yeah, I'm downstairs, yeah?
Gwen.
Listen, I move around.
All right, good, because they want to move around and go. What are we doing? We're gonna go talk to people. We're gonna go watch people. What are we doing?
I don't know, I might go back upstairs.
And then,
I'm gonna go look for goons. I'm gonna go see if there's anybody
Goons?
that's with this man.
I'm gonna say,
With-
Leo, give me a perception check, just down here on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Can I give him the help action by looking at the other half of the floor?
Absolutely, yeah.
That first one's a 15, and the advantage is a 15.
On a 15, I'm gonna say it's not really hard to pick up on this. Casaro started his speech right as you guys could see, like, the light of sunset, like, golden hour shortly after, like, cascading across the clouds above. It is just now reaching dark, which is something that's kind of interesting to those of you who know a thing or two about the Church of Paran, the fact that they're out at this event. But you do notice that there are a couple of people walking around that didn't seem to really match before, who are wearing not necessarily like full plate armor or anything, but it seems like they're wearing armor underneath like formal clothes.
I bet that looks stupid.
It does. It really does. So it's like a leather armor set with like the suit jacket over it, kind of like pulled close, so it looks like they're more protected.
I thought that wasn't an option. This is stupid.
I think they probably are doing it under the table.
But I will
Nice.
say, between the two of you, you guys are able to pick out at least like a dozen or so people that you're like, they don't belong here. They're from Chimera. They're Church of Paran.
I don't want anything to do with any of those people. So if you're going to go question them or watch them or anything, have fun.
What, she's not gonna hang out with me? Yeah, we're gonna watch them, but
No,
and he just
I-
like grabs a drink and like posts up on a pillar and it's just this.
I have other things to do, actually. Gwen, if you are going back upstairs, please tell Dahlia that I would like a word with her.
You can just
Okay.
think that to
No, I'm not going to do that.
No, you can just think that you want a word with Dahlia.
No.
And then have a word.
I'm not doing it. No.
Do you feel
I
like it's a
have
breach
to-
of
we have
privacy?
to
Like, what's
middleman.
I was gonna say,
No,
for the record,
not
Dahlia is
other.
currently up there by herself. You could just go up there and have a private conversation with her.
Nope,
Can't do that either.
can't do it.
what?
No sir.
Why the
Just
heck
Gwen.
not?
Gwen,
Okay.
just please, if you're going back up there, or, in a bit, I have to go do something anyways. And Ava's going to go off.
Speaking of doing something, let me
Okay.
lay out the options for what you guys can do. So the festivities are beginning. Dinner is kind of over. There's still like food out that you guys can get, but there are like multiple open bar stations. There are multiple servers coming around tending to tables, but you're also free to just go up yourself. There are 4 activities you can do, and I will just remind you guys that from Dorenzo's instructions, your overall objective is to get to the people who could potentially want to murder Casaro. Because killing him would create a power vacuum. The people at the top are probably on that list. The people who are upset at the mines closing could be on that list. Anyone from Windromeda, anyone from the Church of Paran, all of them are at least suspects in this situation. And to engage with them naturally at this festival, there are a couple things. There's the silent auction, where a bunch of stuff is being obviously auctioned off, and you guys can go bid, or you can like interact with people there. There are multiple tables playing various games. Collegian Hold'em is the main one. That's the one I came up with for this, but there's, games playing other stuff. There is a drinking contest. There is a dancing contest. And then there's also people just walking around, chatting, doing their own thing. So you could always just like go up to someone if they're not actively in an activity.
Ava's looking for Flaviano, which shouldn't be that hard to find because he's so extravagant.
Absolutely. I'm going to say that Flaviano is one of the people helping set up this drinking competition. So he is at one of the bar stations. People are coming up and he's like cheering them, like pouring drinks really tall. He's like doing a trick where he spins a drink around and tosses it up and it like arcs through the air and lands on someone's mouth. He's doing a big showy play of it. But then he sees you walk up, and as you're approaching, he's like pouring a drink and he just... Oh.
You've broken this man. You've broken this man.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh. Gano. First of all, you look amazing.
As always, I know.
Yeah, you are showing me up. I can't believe it. Did you do your own makeup?
Of course I did. My friend, he talks to like the random people that are around the bar right now, and he says, "It would be a disservice of me not to introduce you. This is Ava, the only person I've met who has outconned me." Witty one, this is. What can I do for you, dear?
Okay, maybe don't tell everybody my name for this night, but thanks for that introduction.
He pulls out his wand and he kind of washes it above the like 5 people that are around, and all
that
of
is
them,
low-key evil.
You are something else.
Answer my question, and he points the wand at you.
Look, I peace. All right. I actually just wanted to come to say maybe possibly goodbye, because I don't know if I'll see you again after tonight. If something or anything happens, we never know, and I would be really upset if I didn't get to say goodbye to you and let you know that you were the most amazing and gracious host that we could have found here. And not only are you incredibly talented, but you're also a man of your word, even if I did outcon you. And that is rare to find nowadays. So I'll miss you. And I will think about you.
Each other again, I'm going to be very disappointed, because I would like the opportunity to regain my honor as a legal criminal and best you at least once. So I will say I politely decline your offer of gratitude because you're not allowed to leave yet.
Well, we can't always control things.
I can.
But I do hope that
and he
you think
his
you can.
wand out and he
don't
give me a wisdom save.
Don't make you. This is gonna be the one time I win. One time, please. How's a 12?
12 ain't gonna do it.
No.
You kind of twirl around on your tiptoes, almost like a ballerina, and your dress kind of flows a little bit, and the lightning looks like it's crackling up, and the people around you just kind of give you some light applause. And he says, "See, I can control whatever I'd like." Now, and he whips the wand down, and you kind of like jerk towards the bar, and your hand lands on a drink, and he says, "Test this out. Tell me if this will work. I'm making this for the drinking contest, and I don't know if it's going to be effective or not."
Oh, you know I'm like drunk at your little bar every single day of my life. Are you really gonna keep enabling me?
Yes,
okay, I'll do it. And she just stops it.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Great. Cool. Another thing that I'm probably not good at. Let's see. Yeah. That's a plus. Okay. Plus. No.
We're about to watch Ava pass out.
No, I've got an 8 in total.
You look down at this drink. It starts as a clear liquid, but then as you like grab it and it shakes, it turns more opaque, and it's like this almost RGB, like rainbow color. It's like shifting and prismatic. You down it. It's like a more than a shot, but bring it. Start coughing. Flaviano points and laughs, and he says, "Your tongue it is changing colors, and it is quite entertaining." On an 8, I'm gonna let you decide whether you like instinctively it's too much alcohol at once and your body doesn't handle it and you throw it up, or if you want to be tipsy for the next, I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
I feel like because I drink so much, it would make sense if I was just tipsy. I guess.
Sweet.
That was really strong, though. You're going to kill people here, Flaviano.
No, but people may kill themselves. That is their own decisions.
I have to get going because, things. But again, if I don't ever see you again,
you will.
I hope so.
Do it down as you leave.
Okay. I will. Okay. She's gonna kind of twirl off and kind of bow to him, and you were the best almost sugar daddy there ever was. Bye.
If only I were wealthy.
If only.
I love him.
You take that opportunity.
I hate him so much.
Leo's like, goddamn Flaviano.
Okay, let's start going back down the list. I'm going to start Lucian and Athera. You guys were just recently up on the balconies, but the party is open for you guys to do whatever you would like by now. So these groups can shift and move if you guys would like, but I'll at least start with you two. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Do you want to meet up with anybody? Go talk to some NPCs? Play any games? What do we do?
Lucian, after having that amount of social interaction in such little time, is going to immediately look for a drink.
For sure. You head down. There are literally 6 bars placed throughout this hall that you guys are in. So you find the closest one. You're over there kind of sitting at it, and you have a bartender come up, offers you whatever drink you'd like. Completely free, of course. And you're posted up there for a minute. Anything you want to do while you're there, or do you want to pass it to Athera?
Pass it to Athera. I'm recovering.
Wow. Can I see Magnus Verelda?
Magnus Verelda. Absolutely. This is one of the Wood Elf men, I believe. Remind me, because I don't remember what all I told you about Magnus Verelda last time, but what caught your eye about him, and why are you going to find him?
You told me that he looks like he might have distant Sacardina lineage.
That's right. The kind of patterns in the skin, the kind of unusual tanness for this area. Sure, where would Magnus Verelda be? He's a little bit older. He's not going to be drinking or dancing or anything. I'll say if you want to look to find him, you can either give me, I'll call it an investigation check, or you can just tell me where you want to check. I'll call 5 options. The silent auction, games, dancing, drinking, or just chatting with people, like out at tables.
I am just going to do a general scan, and then if I see nothing, I'll just pick a random one to go to.
Cool. Go ahead, give me an investigation check. And like I said, I'll just, for free, tell you, I'll narrow it down. He's not going to be dancing or drinking. This man's a little bit older.
That's fair. I only got a 7.
7. I would love it for Aethera to just be wandering around, kind of bumping into people. Who do I want you to bump into to talk to? Give me a D8.
6.
A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shit you not, you landed on Magnus Verelda, so you ended up getting your wish.
No way. Okay, cool.
I'll say that you're just walking around looking for him, and you kind of stumble into the this building that you guys have access to for this party is split up into 3 sections. There's the main hall that you guys are in. There's like the north wing and the south wing. The north wing is mostly just like lounges, relaxing rooms away from the music and the party and all that stuff. The south wing is set up with the hallways adorned with a silent auction. You're walking around and you see a lot of stuff. Let me pull up my list really quick. I'm just going to read out some of the different things that you see. One of them is you would actually potentially like this, a petal blossom sapling, which is the same type of tree that was in Lumis, the pink one in Roche Plaza. That was not native to there. There's an anti-magic orb, a genie's lamp, apparently, a dragon skull, a unicorn horn, a crate of potions that's labeled Galeazzo's potions. There's like an order for a bronze statue, a lute that's seemingly magical, a belt of dwarven kind, and then there are like requisitions for horses. There's, all these different like services people provide, like we'll paint your house or we'll remodel a room or things like that. But as you're walking around looking at all these different options, you do see Magnus kind of eyeing that petal blossom sapling. So it's in this kind of glass container, like separated where people can't touch it, but it's in like a pot of soil growing, and it's only like 2 or 3 feet tall at this point. So it's very small. You see him eyeing it kind of off to himself, separate from the rest of the people walking in the hallway.
That direction.
Spoke Druidic to him.
And what?
You spoke Druidic to him.
Only a second.
good.
Only a second.
It's
though. You're
better?
good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did he understand? No.
I think he did.
I'll kind of like go and stand there, not right next to him, but like a polite person who was just not actually looking for him would do,
Mhm.
and also study the sapling. And after a bit, I'll kind of cock my head, and it's quite beautiful. Have you ever seen one of these full grown by chance?
He, without looking over to you, continues like looking almost inquisitively at it, and he says, first I gotta ask, do you speak this in Wistarian?
I don't think I can do it in any other language other than
True.
mine, which
I mean, that's pretty easy.
that's actually... Yeah, I'm gonna use the Elvish that's native to Sacradina, because he would just expect that I can't speak. If he doesn't understand, he doesn't understand.
That's true, yeah. So you say that in whatever language we'll call Sacradena for now. It's related to Elvish, we'll just call it Ancient Elvish or something. But he looks over at you and he just says, in Septenan, he says, I'm sorry, excuse me? But obviously you don't register that.
I'll switch, noticing that he seems confused. I'll switch to Wistarian and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Can you speak Wistarian?"
Oh, yes, I'm much more comfortable in Wistarian than whatever that language was. I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, it's an Elvish origin language, but my people use it. It's a very small group of wood elves out towards the Aortian area.
Mhm.
I sometimes slip into it, I'm sorry.
No problem at all. Asia's a wonderful region. Very diverse, very naturally abundant, I might say. Magnus
Yes.
Varelda, pleasure to make your acquaintance. And he reaches his hand out to shake yours.
I'll take it. I'll be like, Maria, time.
Maria. Well, it is a interesting specimen indeed, isn't it? And he looks at the sapling in front of you. You notice that similar to the one back at home, but it's a little bit easier to notice with it being so young. Give me an Arcana check. There are some like weird patterns in the bark that I'm going to see if you can pick up on.
I got a 10.
On a 10, it's enough for you to pick up that they are like magical runes naturally forming in the bark. And he's sitting there kind of staring at it. Doesn't seem like it registers to him, but he's like, I have seen pictures and descriptions of these plants somewhere. I can't remember. It's been so many years. But apparently they are natural in nature, or magical in nature, having nothing to do with Viridium, believe it or not.
Oh, really? That is very interesting. Have
He-
you ever seen one full grown?
Only in paintings and drawings. But look, and he takes like the little placard that's set down in front of it, and he kind of motions you towards it, and he says, it even says that these trees are supposedly holders of ancient magical secrets. Whatever that means.
Are you not one much for magic?
I mean, I live in a city where Viridium rules the everyday life, so I cannot deny its existence, but I think the description might be a bit exorbitant.
That's fair. But I bet it grows up to be quite beautiful, at the very least, even if it doesn't have high magical properties.
I can certainly imagine.
So are you from the name of this city, which I forget?
Callisto.
Callisto.
He says, yes, I am. Born and raised. Been here since it was barely more than a large village, and I've seen it grow and grow and grow. As he's speaking, he is writing his name down on this silent auction thing, and you see that he is putting up about, I'm going to say like 250 silver pieces for this thing.
I'm gonna kind of let him do his thing, because I'm like, oh, very nice. I'm sorry, this seems a little bit weird, but I couldn't help but noticing your ears are a little taller than most normal wood elves. It's actually a lot more similar to people from my own area of Eorsha. Do you know if your family came from there originally?
Perhaps they did. My parents did not tell me much about our ancestry, as like I said, I was born in Callisto, but perhaps we do share some ancestry going back.
It's nice to see someone like that. I don't meet many that possibly share my ancestry around, so that was honestly why I noticed while we were standing here, so I thought I should start a conversation. I was curious, but...
Well, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Marie. Likewise, I do not meet many wood elves in general, let alone those who seem to share our traits. So, it's nice to see a familiar, unfamiliar face.
Can I try read body language that, like, is he holding anything out on me, or is he being completely genuine?
Sure, give me an insight check. I will also allow you to, if you would, give me a charisma check of your choice. I'll let you decide which one it is, but if you're at all attempting to, like, kind of make a little bit of a connection here, a little bit of a friendship, you can certainly attempt it.
Okay, well, the insight was 17. Charisma is 14. I know, I'm not rolling well today.
On a 17, you feel like he's being pretty genuine. It doesn't seem like he's holding anything back. He's just kind of I don't want to call him an old man. He's just middle-aged. So he sees you come up. You look much more youthful than he does. Whether or not the age difference reflects that, I don't know. But he is making conversation, being honest with you, being genuine. But it seems to be like the topic that you're bringing up, he's just not very well versed in. And with that, we'll say that leads into the charisma check. What charisma check did you do?
A deception, it's my highest one.
Heard chef. It's not going to really yield any positive results. He just kind of looks at you and he says, well, unless you would like to make a bid on this, I am going to continue to look around. I heard there were some very interesting items to be purchased here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to study it a little bit longer and see how much I would want to bid, but it was nice talking to you.
Well, if you learn anything that I might not be privy to, and you don't mind sharing that information, of course I'm going to take that value into mind as I bid on it, but perhaps you could let me know.
Fair enough.
With that, he's going to sort of walk away. Were you being honest that you're going to continue to investigate this little sapling?
I am, yes.
Cool. I'm going to say, to narrow it down more, give me a spell attack roll. This is like druid magic-esque.
Okay. Hmm. 17.
17's not bad. Still not rolling super duper well.
I know. And I have good bonuses. It's
I know. Yeah, as this matures, you don't remember the details of the tree on campus, but you're at least able to see the beginning of the patterns forming in this tree's bark. It looks like this tree will kind of be the best way I can think to phrase it is like a conduit for a certain type of magic. Like, you're seeing these runes begin to appear, but they're obviously going to shift and change over time, so you can't make a perfect judgment now. But you are starting to see that, like, when this tree is full grown, it's going to be like a material for, like, maybe a high-level druid spell. It's the best way I can think to put it.
Sure. So he bid, but you don't know what anyone else bid, so you're just kind of like,
oh, here's like a list, and it has the person's name and how much they bid out beside it, so that you can go in and bid above them if you want.
Didn't Barry
Alright, so what's the highest one?
That tree?
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of actually interested in it. So what was the highest bid so far?
His at 250.
Okay. I'm gonna telepathically. We have some extra silver somewhere in your bag of holding, right, Rosaris?
Yes, 2,567.
Okay, perfect. I'll take a note and I'll write down 350.
Sweet. With that, we will shift and the scene will change just a little bit. Back out to the main floor. Dahlia, you are up in your little room alone. Ava is apparently going to want to talk to you at some point, but I'll let you.
Am I there yet?
Yeah. What are you doing as Glenn arrives, and then you guys can go ahead and transition into that conversation if you want.
Well, like I said, I am just listening in on Miles and Casaro's conversation. But if that ends pretty quickly, I know that I caught his attention for a second right before his speech thing. So I'm wondering, would he notice that I am still sitting on the ledge, kind of just looking out at all of the people?
Here's what I'm
Barefoot.
going to have this decided by. When Gwen arrives, we'll determine if he is paying attention or not. Miles is going to leave relatively quickly because Casaro is like, hey, we'll make that decision later, whether or not we want to trade with you guys, blah, blah, blah.
I imagine it'll take at least, like, some minutes.
Yeah, it'll take like 5 or 10 minutes, but in that time, Gwen might arrive. So here's what I'm going to do. Izzy, I need you to roll me a flat d20 check. But before, don't roll yet. I want you to tell me.
Then why tell me?
Hold on.
Why tell me?
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen when you roll. If you roll above a 10, I'm going to let you pick what happens, but I want you to call it now. Do you want to arrive before Miles leaves or after Miles leaves?
Before.
Before. Okay, roll that d20. If you get 11 or higher, you arrive before he leaves.
I got a 14.
14. Okay. Gwen shows up as you're hearing their conversation start to come to a close. Casaro is saying, like, yeah, I'll have my people get into contact with you. We'll send a message whether or not we want to initiate some trades. We'll establish the terms, yada, yada. And as they're talking about that, that's when Gwen shows up.
Okay.
Dove? You? Yeah? Ivana wants to have a chat with you.
I'm gonna telepathically. Why did not she just?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. You might go.
I don't.
Give Zim. He has just been sitting there, poor thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna telepathically to Ava be like, I am up here. I hear you want to sleep. It is nice and private. Right up here, where I am. I can't hear
Also,
you.
our brains are connected.
Also, our brains are connected.
And
Good,
you're muted.
Danny.
We did, Danny.
Oh,
This is great
snap.
dialogue.
Telepathically, I
Sorry.
said, come down here.
But I like it up here.
You
I have
can
to
go
be.
back,
I have to be close to Casaro.
and you will be. You can't spare just 2 minutes for me.
Field trip.
Mm-hmm. You know she
I'm
all about that guilt trip.
in my head. I'm gonna say, you know they're blind, right?
This is very
You
hard.
can't come to them.
I know that she can see me, Gwen.
I cannot see everyone else.
I see you talking in your mind now. Why didn't you want to do that earlier? What?
I just wanted her to come down here.
You could have just said that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Mind staying up here, just keeping an eye on Casaro, and if you don't mind, could Zim act as my invisible guide dog? I can see him just fine.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you. Zim, come on, I need your help.
With Zim leading you, I'm going to say give me a dex save with advantage, just to see if you bump into any people.
Okay.
On a 15, you're doing completely fine. On a 10, it's easy to pass it off as like, oh, I'm so sorry, excuse me.
What'd you say it was? Just a dex save?
Yep.
Ugh, 19.
19, yeah, you're good. You bump into like 1 or 2 people who are like drunk and kind of stumbling around. They apologize and you tell them it's fine, but you make your way through the crowd over towards where Ava, Leo, and is it just you guys right now? I guess so.
Rosari?
I'm
down there?
Yeah,
Like,
Rosari's just down there.
I'm trailing
We'll
people.
be back.
And also, Ava's not like with them either.
Wherever this pack of people is where I am.
Cool.
Yeah,
You find Ava. At
Yeah,
least.
so Dahlia just kind of looks very, especially with like the very light fabric of their dress and like the dove wings covering their eyes, they look very flowy. Like they kind of like float towards you.
Ava is on the dance floor and waiting. She's dancing and swaying a little bit as you walk up. And then she grabs your hands and puts them on her waist, and then puts her hands around your shoulders and starts to move you with her.
Oh, we are going to dance. Rizar's taught me how to do this.
You just listen, all right? And she's gonna kind of like tug you closer to her. I've had time to think, and I apologize for my harsh and semi-aggressive response to what you told me. And then she swings you out and then to her side and does like a spin you back in so that your back is against her chest, and she leans down into your ear. I don't blame you for what you did. In fact, if it were me, I would have done the same thing, or worse. So I can understand. And then she pushes you out in front of her, spins you around so you're facing her, and then pulls you back in so we're like chest to chest. And she looks down at you. And I still would. I would still do it for you. Any of you. So I'm not angry at you. High Rock is as much of a deep scar in me as it is in you.
Forgiveness is the most important thing in the world to me. I really appreciate that you forgive me. It would make sense to me that you didn't. But I am proud of you for doing so.
What's one little city burned and massacred, you know? And she pushes you out again and makes you do a spin. I would do the same. And I'd keep doing it too, you know? That's why I kept saying you're such a better person than me. And I was trying to remind myself, actually, why I shouldn't kill you, and I didn't. Yay me.
Yay you. Thank you for not killing me.
You.
Thank you for not killing me. Thank you for fighting that urge for, at the very least, the second time. It does mean quite a bit to me. As you mean quite a bit to me.
But not enough. She pulls you closer again and gets in your face. To condemn a whole city over, huh?
I have a responsibility to never make a mistake like that again for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I would do everything in my power and go beyond my power to save you. But I would not hurt innocent people to save anyone. It is my responsibility to love everyone equally.
I really do admire how true you stay to your convictions. It's something about you, even if I don't agree, that I do enjoy, and I hope that never changes. Now, the other thing is that I'm still a dick, and then she pushes you out and spins you out into the crowd. Go watch Casaro for me, won't you? And then she leaves.
With that, this is a.
Why is Ava so scary?
Ava, I love it. Gwen, did you stay in the balcony area?
I did directly ask you to.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I'm just double checking.
Dahlia asked.
Well,
I
listen,
gotta be nice and
sometimes
loyal
people
and
ask one person to do something and they do something else. It happens. As Miles' conversation wraps up, he is going to, and you're sitting in the balcony, where are you watching? Are you watching Dahlia go down and dance with Ava, or are you kind of like sitting at the table, listening into Casaro's conversation at all, and like watching the door, anything like that? Where's your attention?
I am sitting at the table picking at food.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Okay, that's not great. Where's my perception at? That's a 10.
A 10. On a 10, you're picking at food, and you are surprised when you hear a knock on the side of the open door to y'all's balcony. You look over and you see that robed man with his white and gold robes, his blonde hair, and about 4 of his entourage, the people with armor on underneath their suits and dresses and stuff. And Miles knocks on the door to the balcony and says, do you mind if I have a moment of your time? And we're going to take our break right there. Miles knocks on the door, and in Wisterian, Timir, and it's the same language, he says, may I have a moment of your time? And you see him and there are 4 people behind him who look to be almost like kind of guards. They look to be a little bit stronger, a little beefier, standing a couple feet back. But he knocks gently, asks very politely.
But what?
You look rather familiar, and I would like to double check and make sure that you are who I think you are.
Abort!
Well,
The ledge.
I'm actually kind of waiting on someone right now, so
Well, I promise this
she's
will-
gonna shove her mouth with more food.
I see Lucian raising his hand.
Whoa.
How far away am I from this situation?
If you're on the ground, you're probably like 100 feet away.
I was at one of the bars, and I never got clarification if it was a bar on that same level or if I went downstairs.
I don't
Yeah.
think there is a bar on the same level.
No, the bars
You're
are
not.
all on the ground. The people up in the balconies
All right,
service.
all right. Good luck, Gwen.
Thanks.
I am on
The
the way
last-
up there.
The
Once
last
again,
thing we need is another person who
What?
looks like.
What do you say?
You know, if it gives you any sort of comfort, I do have a twin sister running about somewhere in the world.
Please roll me deception.
Oh my god.
Come on, baby! Oh, that's not too bad. I'm probably still gonna fail anyways. Ooh, I didn't know I have a -1 to deception.
Oh my god.
That is a
no.
13.
we're dead. That's a wrap, y'all.
We're cooked.
With that, he is going to step inside, and his little 4 people are going to follow and kind of like block off the door a little bit. He's going to walk up to the table. He's not going to sit down, but he is going to stand across from you, his eyes clearly like scanning you, taking in some details. He looks at the horn that you have that in this current gala fit, I believe, if I am remembering the art
It's
right.
gold cap.
It's gold
It is.
cap.
It is covered with a cap. Yep.
Yep. But he's looking at you, and he says, "You're not from around here, I'm assuming."
Does it sound like I'm from around here?
His face stays stoic and stone cold, and he says, "Where is the Oracle?"
The what now? You know, just so you know, Wisterian is not my first language, so this is true. I have to roll deception. This is true. I don't quite understand all the words that I always said.
He does not say a word. He just continues looking at you.
That's
Please don't tell him
that's
where
my
I am.
answer.
Even though where I am,
In
is rapidly
telepathically, I am going to tell Dahlia that there's this man trying to find her.
Presumably, I would be right outside the door, right? Because I'm following these people.
You weren't following them specifically. You were following people on the floor.
Yeah.
No, I was following
Different
them.
groups.
Like, I was literally tracking this pack of people.
Oh,
like
if
his
you
cadre.
Yeah, if you wanted to specifically
Right?
be tracking them, I'll say that you and Dahlia can both come up kind of at the same time.
I was gonna say she could say that, and then I'll just like sidestep into the
Hold
balcony.
on, no. Your conversation with Ava is going to take a couple minutes. Leo, you're going to be there first. Dahlia, you're still like going to get there, but it's going to be a few minutes before you
Okay.
can. So yeah, Leo, I'll say that you can approach as the four of them are blocking the door.
Yeah,
before-
I don't necessarily want to get involved. I'm
Yeah.
there. But when she puts that out, I'll be like to Gwen. I'm like, Gwen, I'm standing outside the door. If you need to leave, I could do something ill-advised in order to create a distraction or an excuse for you to leave the room.
I'll reply in my head. I think we're okay right now. But
Well, you let me know. I'm standing by.
Great time.
Yeah, I'll
Gwen, make
let
an
you know.
intelligence saving throw.
what?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no! Oh. Shit, I can't see. Oh fuck! It re-rolled on itself. Hold on. I did it on a slant.
In the meantime,
That is
I'm
a
also starting
14.
to move that way.
14.
14. You're going to take 13 points of psychic damage, and then I need.
Golly!
Let me look something up. I think it's a wisdom save, but subtract 1d4 from it.
You want me to roll another save?
Yep.
Dude.
The
Dude,
first
you
one
might
was on
need Leo to
E-bonus,
do
it makes
that.
The second save.
If you jump, I'll cast Featherfall on you.
That is not a good one. That is 9.
Cool.
Oh wait, no. 8, because you told me -1.
Oh no!
I said minus 1d4, but it doesn't matter.
Oh!
Fail either way. The question that he just asked were you at Hillmount? He's gonna cast command and tell you to answer, and you are commanded to do so.
Say I've been there.
What place is Hillmount again?
Where we got Dahlia.
Am I reasonably in range enough to
Actually,
see
sorry,
any
no,
of
no.
this and cast counterspell?
He did not. That was the question before. The last question he asked was, "Where is the Oracle?" He cast command and commanded you to.
Am I able to say just mayhaps?
It's not really an answer to where is the Oracle.
Does it have to be the truth with
Oh, I
that
thought
spell,
I
or
meant
no?
the Hillmount one.
It's just command. You just have to answer.
So it doesn't.
Oh, I
have
just
to be
said okay.
true.
Yeah, but he asked, "Where is the Oracle?" So you have to answer. Give me whatever Gwen would immediately like blurt out.
Somewhere.
Miles takes a step forward. Leo, you are back behind the door. They have not noticed you yet. They are just kind of blocking the door. Two of them are looking out. You like walk past and saw them there and just went, "Oh shit," and then like continued on.
Yeah, just posting up sort of around the corner.
As you are posted up around the corner, give me a perception check really quick.
Absolutely. Big 8.
Big 8.
Big
You do not
8.
notice the person approach, but a very soft hand like rests upon your shoulder and whispers. I'm gonna assume you like jump just a little bit surprised, but you look over and you see a kind of more pale high elf with long black hair. He's wearing these very dark, like black and purple robes. But you look over and you see, were you at the tavern when Lucian met with Professor Remen?
I was
Cool.
there.
Then you would recognize his face. Professor Remen is standing right beside you, and he just goes, what are we doing outside of the balcony?"
I don't trust this man at all. Interestingly enough, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I
Veron would help
There,
us.
there.
I think that he looks over, sees Remen, and is like, does a calculation of, this guy is really bad news, but I think he's bad news in the way that all wizards are bad news. So it's like, oh, well, hello, Professor. To be quite honest, there's perhaps a situation going on in there. I'm posted up in case anything needs to be done about it. To be quite honest.
Then let's handle the situation. He
Oh,
takes a step forward and he walks out, his hands behind his back. Gwen, you get a message in your head that just says, you don't recognize the name, but you hear the voice. It's not familiar to you, but you hear I'm going to say that you can recognize a Valenrun accent. French people are very easy to pick out of a crowd, but you hear a little voice in your head that just says, what is your name at this event?
L. I reply back.
You reply back, and then you hear a voice calling out over the 4 guards that are standing in the doorway. Professor Remen just goes, excuse me, L. Hello, I am
Hello.
Bruce, who requested my presence.
Yeah.
Miles looks through, kind of waves to the guards, and they separate, and Professor Remen is standing there with his arms held behind his back, kind of gives a polite bow, steps inside, looks to Miles, and he says, my apologies, I did not know that you were in a meeting. Oh, is this not a good time? Should I...
I mean, I told them I was waiting for someone, and here you are. So, they just kind of are all up in my business.
Yes, well, listen, Professor Remen is going to roll an insight check to pick up on how tense this situation is. And he rolled pretty decently. He's going to say, the Ambassador for Windromeda would like your presence again. So we will need to go to the lounge where they are situated. They
All right, sounds good.
did not sound very patient, so I do apologize. And he kind of motions to Miles, but your presence is required for private Windromeda business.
All right, take me to him.
Cool. Gwen, will you roll a deception check with advantage? Actually,
Yes.
instead, here's what we'll do. Give me 2d20 with advantage. Don't add anything to it. We're going to use Remen's deception rather than yours, because I don't think yours
Okay.
is very good.
No.
-1.
With the -1, I would have a 15, but I got a 16.
16. Okay, cool. With that, Miles furrows his brows and looks at you two, and he says, well, it would be impolite of me to stop the business of another city. Clearly, I was dearly mistaken. L, my apologies. You seem to resemble someone that I am looking for, and clearly that was not you. My apologies for the inconvenience. If I can be any use to you for the rest of the night, just simply let me know. And he will kind of float out of the room and walk away. With that, Bremen coughs and goes, it's clear.
Okay, all right. Saved my life there.
Clearly talking to Leo out in the hallway.
yeah. I'll poke my head in and be like, that sounded pretty intense. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. They probably are bad news, yes?
Yeah, they gave me some mental anguish, so watch out.
Mental anguish,
Hey,
okay.
I hate to do this and essentially shoot myself in the foot here, but I was on my way up.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Would
gonna do
I
the same thing we did earlier.
Rush.
We're gonna do a D20 check. We will do. If you roll high, there's no brush with Miles. If you roll low, there is a brush with Miles.
I feel like there's a moment where I like go back and they're walking down the stairs, and I'm at the top of the stairs, and it's not Ava, and you walk up the stairs, and I'm staring down, and I'm like, ah!
Oh, that's interesting. So one thing, it's an elevator, not stairs. The 10.
So it would be a very slight brush with Miles. I'll say that as he's getting off the elevator, you're following Zim and stepping on, Zim is like giving the stank eye to this guy who makes the way for you on the elevator and kind of politely gestures.
I go, go, oh, pardon me.
As you speak and then get on the elevator and it rises up. I don't know if I can even have you make an insight check, but you just feel like a sudden shift in the air as you are elevated and return to the group. Professor Remen sitting here as Dahlia approaches. Leo joins in the room. He just says, I hope that I did not interrupt anything important happening. That just seemed very awkward and like you wanted to be out of the situation.
Yeah. Really did not like that situation.
I'm so sorry, I left for like 2 minutes.
Wait,
There
you just
were-
walked up the elevator.
Yeah.
Well, I stood on the elevator, I did not walk. It is an elevator.
I'm flabbergasted that they didn't notice you. I mean, you look different, I guess, but that guy's looking for you and you walked right by him. That's
I look
my
different.
cortisol spiking.
They have a
Yes,
whole
I
different
know, but
disguise on.
still.
Do I need to leave? This seems like a very important conversation. I was simply looking for Lucian. But it sounds like you guys have a lot of things to deal with. I do not want to impose myself.
Goodbye.
In my head, I'm gonna ask Lucian where he is. Lucian, where are you?
Dahlia just the poster child for autism right now.
Steve, goodbye.
Goodbye. What do you want?
Lucian's going to respond. I'm currently having a drink, trying to wind down from recent events.
But where are you? Where are you?
I'm downstairs.
Alright.
Where are you?
I'm not responding. I'm just gonna say he's downstairs having a drink.
Goodbye.
Right. I will go find him. I was glad to be of help. I might see you guys again later. And he
And thank you so much.
takes a little bow and he heads out. With that, let's shift gears just a little bit here because we've been focused up over here.
Lucian
So-
is going to continue asking you, by the way, since you left him hanging mid-conversation.
Why not give it some attention?
Upstairs. Like where I'm supposed to be. Like where you're supposed to be.
I was assigned downstairs. Now I'm
Don't
downstairs.
know. Everyone's sort of upstairs, downstairs.
All right. Zach, now that you are back in the chat on your phone, power outage, but we play on because we're hard like that. What is Rosari's doing? Everybody else is clearly placed somewhere. You said that you were keeping an eye on these Church of Paran people. I will let you kind of choose if you want to do anything retroactively in accordance to what just happened, or if you want to just play forward from there.
I have no idea what has happened. If I knew Dahlia and Gwen and all of them were potentially in danger, I'd probably try to find whoever I thought was the weakest Piranin, just so I could have my own hostage if I needed to have one.
I will say you can give me an insight check with advantage, like looking around at the people who are clearly from the Church of Paran, who you could take in a fight, especially like separated from the group.
Give me 1 second. Insight check is a dirty 20.
Hell yes. Yeah, the Church of Paran people, there's a couple that stuck with Miles, and then a couple of them are spread out just among. There's like a table with a couple of them, but then a couple of them are like, one's at a bar, one's out, halfway dancing, just kind of keeping an eye on people, and they're just kind of sprinkled around the floor, the dozen or so of them that seem to be here. You find one, and you're able to kind of post yourself up next to a wall within about 30 feet of that person. Just a younger man, a little scrawny, like clearly his suit had to be altered to be bigger to like fit over the armor, and it looks horrendous on him. He's got, medium-ish hair that's kind of shaggy, doesn't really know what he's doing. He's sitting at a table alone, kind of just watching.
Do they have masks on, or did they just like completely lose the masquerade vibe?
They have masks, but they're all like kind of matching and a little more basic. Like they're just gold masks across the face. But with that being said, you're able to post up near that guy and kind of keep yourself within a good distance if needed. And to catch you up on what happened, Miles, with his little entourage, went over to Gwen was alone.
Gwen and questioned her about Dahlia, right?
And was
Okay,
like,
that's-
hey, you look familiar. Where is the Oracle? And then Professor Remen came in, like talking to Leo and kind of like
They also
played it
did
up.
do psychic damage to Gwen.
Yep.
Oh, if they did damage to Gwen, I'm pretty ticked, yeah.
So yeah, you're sitting there. Do you just want to keep an eye on this guy for a little bit?
I'll say like I started to post up and then I heard they did damage, so I'll just walk up. If there's an empty seat next to him, I'll sit next to him.
I'll pass you in the hallway and be like, I'll keep an eye on this guy. You go tend to our friends. Because I was up there.
You're saying that to who?
Rizari's.
Rosari's is like down.
Because I'm going.
Rosari's is downstairs.
Yeah, because I'm coming downstairs following the guy. He's going upstairs to where
No,
I was.
Nope. He's going-
staying downstairs.
He's staying downstairs. There's like another Church of Piran member who's just out at a
Yeah,
table.
you're following. Essentially, you're following 5 of them. I'm following the other 5.
Yeah, so
I
you're
think
keeping
with
them
no map open.
you keep,
You're good.
I do want to like heal Gwen, please.
yeah, you can go ahead and cast a spell, roll that, just tell her how much to heal. Rosari's, as you post up and you take a seat at this table, is it like right beside him or just at the table with him?
Is the table completely empty that he's at?
Yeah. It looks like
I'll say I sit like
Piran
across
person
from him.
gone somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll just sit across from him, and I'll, for no apparent reason, just put the cane underneath the table, kind of in my lap. No worries about that.
You sit at the other side, and he kind of looks across the table at you and just gives you a little bit of a nod, and then turns back and keeps an eye on the party. He's like nibbling on some snacks. He's got a drink. He pays you no mind.
With the way he looks shoddy, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that he's probably not the higher echelon. So I'll just start in Septinian, but kind of slip in a few Wisterian words, and basically just start ripping on the rich people, and be like, "Yeah, that Casaro guy's plan kind of sucks, doesn't it?"
You speak to him. He's got no idea what you're saying. You speak in Septenian, and he doesn't even realize you're talking to him at first. And he looks over, and he points at himself, and he just says, "I'm sorry. Are you talking to me? I don't speak Septenian."
Wisterian?
I do speak Wisterian or Timerian. Yeah.
Chimeran? Yes. Oh, I was just saying, the rich people in this city seem to think highly of themselves.
Yeah, they do. Seems like a bold move that this, or whatever his name is pulling.
I believe, Casaro, maybe? Something like that.
Oh, well,
I think.
yeah.
I noticed your undergarment was leaking out. You might want to cover that up if you don't want to raise any suspicion.
He looks down at his unbuttoned jacket, like showing his leather armor underneath, and just goes, "Oh, yeah, good call." And he buttons up his shirt a little bit to like cover up the collar made of leather. And he kind of gives you a nod and then turns back towards the party. No insight check needed. on your passive insight, it seems like he is trying to avoid conversation at all costs. He seems to be like eyeing the crowd, looking for people, keeping an eye out.
As soon as he does that, I'll just say, and who might the Lord be trying to indicate to you needs our watch? The sun's going down, but your vigilance stays up, so I'm interested.
He turns to you, raises an eyebrow, and he says, "Our watch? I don't even recognize you, especially not in that outfit."
You think you know everyone in the church?
I think I know everyone that was sent here. Yeah.
I was here before you, and I'm not saying I'm on a mission, but you're being a very poor sport and hiding that you have an ulterior motive.
Well, my ulterior motive is really, really simple. It's to make sure that our Grand Inquisitor gets here, does his job, and then gets home safely. And as long as he's all right, I'm fine. But it also seems like the job that he's doing has to do with those rich people that we were talking about.
Yeah, that is no fun. You get to do the side work to the boring work. My condolences.
As you're talking, another person is going to join this table. This one completely unfamiliar to you. No one who's drawn your attention yet. I don't think you've seen him at the party at all. But another guy walks up. He's kind of lankier and taller, wearing a pretty form-fitting suit that goes down about halfway up his wrist, with kind of dark straight hair, cut pretty short, kind of tired eyes, and he walks up, drink in each hand, and he says, in Westarian, he says, do you guys mind if I sit with you? I don't have another table. Most of them are pretty taken.
I'll trying to let the other guy sort of slightly exit the conversation. I'll say, yes, I would be delighted to have a conversation.
With that, the Church of Haran member is going to give you a nod. He's going to say, well, I'm going to continue on my vigilance, if you will. And he's going to stand up and then walk about 40 feet away to another one of the Church of Haran members. They're going to sit there talking, kind of whispering to each other back and forth. There's a new guy sits beside you, and he says, I brought drinks, trying to be, courteous and friendly if you'd like one.
I will gladly take one, but we'll see how the conversation goes.
Great. I got a non-alcoholic and an alcoholic one, just to be safe. Which do you want?
Oh, I will gladly take the non-alcoholic, thank you.
Yeah, there you go, okay. He begins drinking his, and he's just going to start up some light chatter talking about, like, oh, who do you know? What do you think about the wealthy people? Blah, blah, blah. And he's going to sit there kind of just awkwardly making conversation with you. With that, let's switch gears yet again. Ava, it's been a minute. Where are you at? What are you doing? Last we left off, you danced with Dahlia and sent her away.
Yep. Well, this dance contest is definitely on her to-do list soon, but funny enough, I was looking for Professor Remen. So I feel like I'm gonna see Professor Remen going towards where Lucian is at, and I'm going that way.
I will say that you actually do not see Professor Remen. He gets down from the first floor and kind of disappears into the crowd a little bit, but you do know where Lucian is if you want to go up to Lucian.
Is there any way to find this man?
You can spend your, turn in this initiative, going through the crowd and looking for him, yeah?
I feel like he wouldn't be. He hates crowds. Why would he be in the crowd? He's probably off on his own somewhere. Okay. I do want to talk to him, so...
Sure. I'll say just give me perception or investigation.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh. Hey!
Let's go.
I'm going to say on a nat 20, for those of you at home, nat 20s don't always get you what you want, but they do get you the best case scenario. You don't find Remen.
Jordy!
You don't find Remen.
Shardy.
But that is because he is nowhere to be found. Like you scan the entire floor, you make a lap. Eventually, you're like, where did this guy fucking go? He's a high-level wizard. He might have just teleported out somewhere, and he's like gonna send a message to us. You don't know. Who knows? However, in your moving around, as you're approaching the bar, like looking around for Professor Remen, you do get an interesting little interaction with someone. There is, and I might need your help describing what this person looks like because your taste is different than mine. A tall, dark-haired, I have it in my notes in parentheses, well-endowed elf woman with very dark makeup, like a black dress with like little dark red gradients at the bottom, a very like angular and sharp mask on her face, a almost mean look, like this intimidating aura about her. She is stepping on the tiles and the click of her heels pierces through the sound of the crowd. But as she passes you, she slows down a little bit and then kind of looks at you. Again, that kind of like mean expression. Up, down, smirks a little bit, and then her pace continues towards
Happy
the bar.
Pride Month.
Ava was heading towards the bar. She saw Lucian, and then she saw that and immediately turns and starts looking for the girl.
Of course. Oh, it's so easy. I love it.
Yep.
You 180 skirt go around the other way to the opposite end of the room at another bar where this woman saunters up, might I say.
What if this is Remen, you guys?
Kind of scoots into a seat and then leans forward on the bar, puts her head in her hand, and then before you even approach, she turns over to the seat that you're walking up to, and then you walk up to that seat, and she's already looking at you.
Expecting me.
Registering that you're speaking in Wisteria, and she says, hoping.
And who might you be?
My name is Irmina, and she kind of sets her hand forward for you to take.
Was that a Russian accent I heard?
She will take her hand and do... What culture does it with, like, the hand kissing things? Is that French?
A lot
A
of
lot of
European-
cultures.
Yeah,
There's a
Oh,
lot.
okay. She gets her lipstick, though, on her hand. Just saying.
She smirks at the sight of it, and then turns her gaze away from you to the bartender, raises her hand, and then orders 2 shots of whatever they have that's the strongest. And she says, "And might I have your name?"
Of course. Ivana.
Ivana.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely name, lovely to meet you.
Are you from here?
Not really. I have lived here for some years, though.
What do you think about this flying city thing, then?
She is going to lean to where her cheek is touching yours and her lips are just inches away from your ear, and she is going to breathe just a little bit before she says, I think it is exciting. And we're going to switch the scene yet again.
Woo! I'm feeling very lesbian this episode, y'all.
Lucian, we've abandoned you at the bar. One more.
Good.
I was trying, okay?
We have.
It was very easy to jingle.
That was a classic demonstration of distraction if I've ever seen one.
Classic. Lucian, you're up at the bar. You're sitting there having like probably your second drink. You're going real slow. Lucian's constitution is not very high.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
What are you doing at the bar when someone approaches you?
I am currently a third of the way down my first glass. After I'm assuming maybe 10 minutes there. And I'm not really paying too much attention to the crowd behind me. More so just facing into the bar.
Mhm. God, I'm gonna have to banish y'all's conversations to funny time. Oh my god. What are we doing?
I've been good today.
You've been good. Good job. The rest of you,
It wasn't me.
I never listen.
Either.
I'm about to move your name down to yellow.
No!
No! No!
Anyway, Lucian, as you're sitting at the bar, slowly making your way through that drink, someone walks up and kind of nervously just goes, and taps you on the shoulder.
He's going to slowly turn around. Yes.
You turn and you see for an elf, kind of shorter, a younger-looking blonde elf, a high elf. As a matter of fact, she seems to have a silver and blue mask, very Valen Run-esque, very Valarin. She's wearing a silver gown with blue gems and rhinestones on it. She walks up to you and she says, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I was wanting to potentially go dance, and I do not have a partner to go dance with, and I am making some assumptions here, but you look to be from Valarin as well. I was hoping to perhaps ask you to go with me before the competition starts. I do not want to draw too much attention to myself.
Well, you are correct. I am from there. I'm not really a dancer. That's more so why I'm over here rather than over there.
To be honest, I am not either. It's not exactly something I'm very good at, which is why I was hoping to do it with a stranger that is never going to see me again, so that there is no room for judgment.
And Lucian is going to take a quick scan around to see if he sees any of his comrades in any trouble or
Give me a
any,
perception
see
any
check.
panic
Ava
around.
floating behind this goblin mummy.
Like in the
What's the cartoons where they have? Yeah. Like the pie. It's like going to a
Yeah,
pie,
like
like
the pie
trying
in the
to.
I'll give you that one for free. You can also roll me a perception check if you want to really look for other people. But it's going to be kind of difficult. There's a lot of people in the way of.
I'm going to roll the perception check because Lucian is being approached by someone asking to dance, and he is trying to find a reason to get out of it.
You better be nice to her. She seems sweet.
Didn't say she wasn't. I don't want to dance.
I don't know.
You said perception?
Uh-huh.
That is a 12. So
A 12. The only person
the
you
drink
see
is getting to him.
By the time you turn around, you see Ava getting into the bar stool beside that woman across the room, and that's with you scanning for a good 15 or 20 seconds going,
Sorry.
She eventually just goes, if you do not want to, that is all right. I will just sit this one out. I might join you here at the bar and ask you about home.
Well, and before continuing, Lucian is going to attempt to drink a lot more of his drink to hopefully numb the pain of the interaction. Halfway through, no, I was just gonna say he's going to choke halfway through that. He's not gonna make it through. He's gonna get another third down, choke up a little bit, and attempt to. What I will roll for is he's going to attempt to turn away so he doesn't cough up any.
As you start choking and coughing, she is gonna turn and giggle a little bit.
No. Dancing's fine. I probably need to loosen up anyways. Lead the way.
Fantastic. She says, Right. And she turns and kind of like awkwardly moves her way through the crowd until you guys get down to the dance floor, find a little bit of an open spot, and they're playing some like mid-tone music. Like you're not partying or anything, but it's not a slow dance. So you're like kind of dancing with her separate, just a couple feet apart. Switching up once again. It's been a minute since we've talked to Athera. Athera, where are you at? What you doing?
So I had started heading towards the balcony area when everything went down with Gwen, but now seeing that it's pretty much under control, I want to see if I can figure out where let me see if I can remember her name. The lady who asked us, the bird lady.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get eyes on her. I want to see what she's up to.
Ooh. Roll me an investigation check.
I don't like those.
I'll let you substitute it for perception.
Not a perception? Okay, thanks. I mean, I'm rolling bad tonight anyways, so give me a little... Okay. 27.
20 is good.
I know how to find bird ladies.
Where are you at in this current moment?
So, I was starting back to the balcony from the silent auction. Also, actually, can I make sure no one's outbid me first?
Sure. You make a loop around. Someone else bid 375, but you can bid just anything above that.
Cool, I'll go 400.
Cool. 400.
And then, so I was headed from there to the balcony, so I'm probably, like, re-entering the ballroom or something. However that works.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to say that on a 26, you're going to...
27.
27. My bad. You're
Thank
going to
you.
bump into Azalea because she is coming down the elevator with her wife, Veronica, and they are, like, coming down, and then you bump into them, and she seems to be, like, a little stressed.
Well,
Huff.
can I have seen that they were... Because I don't want her to know I'm looking at it. Like,
Yeah, you
I don't want an interaction.
I'll say, give me a DC 10 stealth check.
15.
15's good. You stay just far enough back. She's not even looking down this hallway. She is looking towards the other end of the room where she's going to get on the other elevator, and she seems to be heading towards the balconies that you guys are in.
Okay, I will just trail them. I'll kind of like casually follow as if I was going there anyways. I want to see what she's up to. I'm kind of following this, like, my thought process is she hired us, but she also didn't seem very confident in us, so I'm like, is she up to anything?
Mm-hmm.
Is pretty much where I'm coming from.
Cool. She is brisk walking to the other end of the room. She's going to get on the other elevator and go up to those balconies. So you can stay back and then go up the elevator after her if you want. That's going to put you a couple seconds behind her.
Is there more than one elevator?
There is, but it's on the other side, so you'd have to like walk around to get to it.
Okay, then I'll just wait. I'll take it up later.
You wait, she goes up, walks over, comes back down, you get on, go up. By the time you get up, you hear, as you're beginning to pass, the like faint voices of her talking to Casaro inside the balcony that he has. As a matter of fact, you see that Casaro's friends have left and they're walking down. They like pass you to get on the elevator to go down.
Mm-hmm. Am I close enough that I can make out what they're saying?
I'll say give me another perception check.
Okay. If I use another Mineo animal thing to improve my hearing.
You can have advantage, yeah.
Cool.
Athera speaks Septinian as well.
Oh, come on. I wish. I'm gonna use animal ears that are native to Septenum so I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay!
Hilarious.
Bigliest of brains.
Big
It's
brain.
also a 27.
27. You can certainly hear them, and it sounds like I will just, instead of making you roll insight, I'll count this perception as it because they're basically the same for you. Azalea seems stressed and like she did not know what his speech was going to be about. The best assumption you can make is this flying city thing was also news to her. She didn't know that was going to happen, and him doing that and having been doing that underneath her nose seems to be a point of contention between these two. And she's not like yelling at him, like upset, but she's like stressed. You don't understand the words, but it has the cadence of like, what are we gonna do? How is this gonna work? How is this? She's like trying to plan out everything, and it seems like she is a kind of unraveling at this news.
So I'll stay around there to listen long. Our balcony was on the same side, but not right next to them. We were like one
It
down.
was right next
We
to
were.
it.
It was
Yeah,
right next.
to
Okay.
them.
So I'll get that vibe, and then I'll like telepathically be like, I don't think that Azalea knew he was going to talk about making a floating city. She sounds quite upset. And then, as I say that, I walk into our balcony with everybody else.
Cool. I think it's Dahlia. Leo, are you still up there? Or no, you're trailing the Church of Braun people. So Dahlia, Ava's down there. I think it's just Dahlia and Gwen.
Can I
Oh,
have
you
been
got some food.
listening as well? Because that's what my whole thing was in this balcony anyway.
I'll say, yeah, Aethera can even confirm it,
Yeah.
if nothing else. But exact same response.
Like that. Yee! Would not like to be on the receiving end of that information.
No. But how is everything up here, Gwen? Are you all right?
Yeah, I got hurt a bit, but I'm alright now. I got healed.
I mean, Dahlia is here, so I assume.
Yeah,
It is kind of my thing.
they hurt my brain. It didn't feel very nice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I do apologize, and I appreciate your hesitance to tell them where I am.
Yeah, I don't think I really gave them any information, so.
Do you think they actually believed the professor? Will they be back?
They seemed like they did.
I did
Let's hope.
brush shoulders with the High Inquisitor on my way up here.
And he didn't notice you.
The vibe was weird, but no, I mean, I look the Grand Inquisitor. The vibe was strange. The air was a bit thick, but I mean, I look completely different. Not every Neuronin is an oracle.
I'm assuming that Leo and Rosaris are keeping an eye on them.
That is what I assume.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, Leo, you said you were trailing these people, right? Cast silence on yourself.
Yes.
Dispel it.
I think I think at a certain point, if they're like not doing anything specific, then I think I'll message Ava and I'll be like, if you're not busy, I've got a bit of a fun thing you might want to do. You can manipulate some men if you wish. I've got a plan of some sorts.
She is busy, bro.
Her favorite.
At this exact moment is when she put her cheek against yours and was about to whisper in your ear.
Oh, that's really that's horrible. Whispering in my ear and a message in my head. That's cool.
I should
Ava
do that.
doesn't respond to Leo right now.
All right, then Leo's gonna do it himself.
Cool.
So he's gonna rock up to this like a pod of them, and
The
I think he's
pod?
gonna go.
What?
The ones that were with Miles, or just different Church of Piranha?
No, the other ones.
Okay.
Not with Miles. And I'm gonna try and just chat him up. I think the line is gonna be somewhere like, You know, I'm quite an old soldier myself. I see your armor there. I had to doff mine to get into this place. I don't know how you guys were able to keep yours.
They turn to look at you, and one of them, like an older man with like a goatee, just goes, "Are you drunk?"
13. Okay, it's okay.
What do you say?
Of course, it's a ball. What do you expect? But you're wearing. I see you wearing some armor. I'm jealous. I had to get rid of mine in order to get in.
He places a hefty hand on your shoulder, although you are like bigger than him, but he's still pretty strong. So he like grabs you, puts a little bit of force into it, and he just says, "Kid, the fact that you're drunk right now and I'm not is exactly why we are allowed to wear armor." And he's gonna kind of like start to push you off away from the group.
Interesting.
Why are you touching your arm like that?
That is a face of somebody who really thought that would work.
I'll respond. With like, well, you must know some very high up people. Jolly good. And teeter off.
Eater off, you shall. Let's switch it back to Rosaris for a second here. Rosaris, you're sitting down with this guy. He introduces himself. He says his name is Adrian. Adrian's talking to you, and he's asking you about like these guys with the floating city idea. What do you make of that? That is crazy. I can't even begin to fathom how that's gonna work out.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that's the most idiotic plan I've ever heard of.
Right?
You can do amazing things, but that sounds stupid. Can be honest.
Like they got the ships to float. Like I know about that. The ships work, but the ships are like 150 feet long, right? And the city is like a mile wide. I don't see the correlation. The amount of Viridium it would take to scale that is just absurd. I don't understand how they think this is going
I'm
to work.
also concerned that they're wanting to have the city float, but also mine the bottom of it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That just seems like a very dangerous. Like you're gonna have to pay the miners a lot of, I guess, silver.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't understand because like then if it does collapse, it would fall out of the sky. That's just a whole headache waiting to happen.
Yeah, Shorty, as he's talking, is he drinking anything from his cup?
Yeah, he's taking a couple sips. But
Okay, good. I'm still not drinking from mine.
he is gonna kind of look to the two that like the guy who left y'all's table and joined another. He's gonna look to them and be like, "Hey, so what's their deal? Like, who are those guys?"
I'm not sure exactly who they are, but I did notice they're dressed rather peculiarly, so I asked just because I am a craftsman of sorts and I find peculiarity rather interesting.
Yeah, I saw them all come in the group, and I was really confused about like who they were, where they were coming from, because they're certainly not from around here. I don't think anyone around here.
No, they didn't speak Septinian. That's all I know.
That checks out. Well, lucky for us. I will ask: are you guys speaking in Septenian or in Westerian right now?
Or whatever he initiated with.
I'll say that he initiated in Septenian. A lot of people are bilingual though. But you guys are going to continue on, just kind of talking. He's going to whatever extent you're comfortable talking about, he's going to ask about like some of the nobility, like, hey, what do you think about Casaro? What do you think about, Azalea, Veronica, not Flaviano, the Pranades, the owners of the mine? And you guys are just kind of going back and forth talking about whether you agree with them, whether you disagree with them, just kind of having a chill little conversation. Back to Ava.
What? Hi.
Ava.
Yes.
This woman, Irmina, is sitting beside you. You guys order a drink, and she grabs hers, makes eye contact with you, and then downs her entire drink in one go, and then sets it back and slides it across the bar. And as you're
Ava is
watching you-
going to take her drink and down it as well, and then look to her and kind of lean in. I would say I'm inclined to agree. I love all things exciting and that get my adrenaline pumping. And she runs her finger up her arm.
Irmina looks at you and she says, "We are going to be very, very close then. I prefer to stray from the boring and keep myself entertained." And she kind of eyes you up and down, whatever the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Get absolutely
Whatever the cost, really.
Get boned.
Do you think you could afford it?
I'm quite.
And she looks
confident.
her up and down.
Absolutely, yes. And she waves to the bartender, holds up 4, and 4 more drinks get set out, 2 to 2. And she takes another one, drinks it, and sets it down.
He was gonna down another one as well. And look back at her. Really then? Wow.
Mhm.
Prove it.
She's gonna grab your drink, and then grab you like by the chin, tilt your head up, and then slowly pour your drink into your mouth.
Hot.
Happy Pride Month! Woo!
Jingle jangle.
Ava is in another world.
Jiggle,
The
jiggle.
mission does not
Jiggle,
exist
jiggle.
anymore. Well, you certainly know how to make an impression.
Yes, I've been told that. She takes her drink, downs it, stands up, offers you her hand, and she says, "Come dance with me."
She'll take it.
You guys head out to the dance floor as a little bit slower of a song begins to get played. You guys go down. She places her hands on your hips and guides your hands up to her shoulders, especially with her being a little tall. But as you guys
She's
are
leading.
she's leading. As you guys are dancing, she does slowly and slowly, if you'll allow it, pull you a little bit closer and closer to where her hand kind of travels, because your back is completely exposed, travels and just kind of like feels the back of your dress up, and then she rests her hand like in between your shoulders right there.
Ava allows. Ava eagerly allows. Ava most certainly allows.
Fantastic. You guys do not speak too much, but you do have a really good time. We're swapping it over. Lucian, you and this lady are dancing. She gets you down to the dance floor. You're kind of awkwardly dancing a little bit, and the slow song starts playing, and she kind of awkwardly gestures to see if you want to dance.
Sure. I'm not really sure how to do this. Have you done this before?
Not very often, no. I used to dance with my dad when I was very young, but it's been a long, long time.
She's sweet.
Well, then we can both try, I guess. And he's going to reach his hands out.
Give me a dexterity check. I'll let you do like acrobatics too.
I was wondering what you were gonna make me check. Dexterity or
Yep.
acrobatics. So, not great.
Not great.
Actually, I think there's one higher.
I mean, acrobatics would definitely be higher than dexterity if either one, because you can be proficient.
Where is? Oh, there it is. We'll do acrobatics. That's an 8.
Nate, fantastic. You are pretty bad at dancing. This girl is not great, but you do notice that she is very light on her feet. Like, even without you holding her up at all, she is, like, not dancing super well, but, like, gliding a little bit and very, very light. After you guys begin dancing for a couple of seconds, she has like one hand up on your shoulder, one hand that's kind of like resting against your arm. But she is going to like lean in a little bit closer. Her hand travels up just a little bit and rests on your neck. And she's going to whisper in your ear a little bit. And she goes, "Where's the book, Lucian?"
I was just about to ask you a question to confirm this. Damn it.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Got him.
Lucian is going to bonus action Misty Step back to the bar.
You are further than 30 feet away.
As close to the bar as possible.
And as soon as you begin to speak the verbal components of Misty Step, it gets counterspelled. She's standing right in front of you.
Can I counterspell the counterspell?
We've had this debate many times.
I know, and I'm starting it again now because I'm finally playing a wizard. Let's go. I've got 3 whole slots for your ass.
I'm gonna
Let's go.
I'm gonna make this ruling now so that we can follow it from now on, because I think this one makes the most sense. You cannot counterspell while you are casting a spell. I'll say that. Like, someone else could counterspell it, but you can't counterspell it because she's counterspelling you. So you start to cast Misty Step, it gets counterspelled. She grabs you by the neck and she says, "Look." And she turns and you see Ava dancing with someone and a hand reaching up around her neck. You turn and look and you see Rosari's chatting with someone in the corner and she points them out. She says, "You make one move, both of them die."
Lucian doesn't care about us enough.
Lucian telepathically made your broadcast to everyone. Who all did you say had people? It was Ava and Rosari's? Okay. First, going to say, Ava, Rosari's, you are in danger right now. Be very careful. And then to everyone else, are we all? I know I'm. How close am I to Ava? Because I know I saw Ava right before I left the bar.
Before I
We
answer
went
any
to the
questions,
dance floor too.
I need.
Oh yeah.
A couple of checks. First, Lucian, I want you to make me a deception check to see if you can make it not obvious that you're communicating telepathically. The DC is going to be really kind of low. It's going to be like a DC 10, let's say. I also want a DC 10 deception check from Ava and Rosari's. Ava, yours is at disadvantage.
Narrative question. What would give it away if it's telepathic?
The fact that you're sitting there and you're like looking at your friends. I'm deciding whether or not she would get.
Because I don't have to look at them to communicate this.
Yeah, I
can.
know. This is just determining, does she start to suspect that you're communicating telepathically?
I think it's more of a question of how constipated do you look sending this message?
Lucian always looks constipated. What do you mean by this?
That's my trait. I'm always constipated. Short question.
New roll. Hold on.
Context.
Lucian shits his pants right now.
Shorty, can I it instead of deception to intimidation if I have Jacques turn into a dagger and I place it gently between the guy's legs that's next to me?
Yes, you would immediately be noting the fact that you know that you're in danger. If you're okay doing that.
Well, for sure.
Cool. Then yes, you can roll intimidation.
Can I also clarify, Lucian, did you tell the 2 of them that they're in danger, or did you tell everyone the 2 of them are in
Every time
danger?
you guys communicate.
Everyone.
There is
Yeah,
no
it's
like,
everyone.
single person. To
I
communicate.
specified
person.
immediately,
Yeah, okay.
Ava and Rosari's, you are in danger.
I'm gonna start
And then my
running.
next words.
Cool.
my
Let me get
my
this
next
check.
words. Okay, I got in. What'd you say that was?
10.
A deception?
DC 10.
You said it was a deception. It doesn't matter. I got an 18 on the dice. Yeah.
Ava, you have disadvantage.
Yeah, so I rolled a nat 20, of course, but then I have to take an 18 instead.
Okay, well, you're still good. Rosari's, what'd you get?
I got an 18 on the die, and then my intimidation is +4, so 22.
Sweet, 22. So what else were you gonna do, Lucian? This girl is
So
there
after-
staring at you.
After warning specifically Ava and Rosaris that they are in immediate danger,
Mhm.
I'm going to yell out to everyone else. We need everyone on. Where was? Okay, so Ava and I are both on the dance floor right now. Rosaris was at one of the bars, correct?
He was at a table.
Table. Okay. Is it nearby the dance floor, or do
Yeah,
I
it's
know?
not too far away. It's about 30-ish feet away.
Well, I guess I don't need to know. This is over the table. Lucy's just going to say, everyone else, we need your assistance immediately. Down on the dance floor. And then stop there.
Before anyone can act, let me see how long this conversation is going to take. First thing, you're going to take 15 points of damage as her hand grabs down on your neck, like in between your shoulder and your neck. And she is
Kinda
going
damage.
to... it is bludgeoning and necrotic.
How much did you say? Was that 15?
15. She is going to look at you and she's going to say, Lucian, where's the book?
Who is this?
Is this?
No. Who are
Are you?
Who are you?
Wait a minute.
If
Who are
You.
you?
was that telepathic? Awesome. Lucian's going to say, if you identify yourself, I will tell you what the book is.
She cocks her head to the side and smiles, and she says, "What? You don't recognize me? Give me a history check."
Is this because I haven't caught up with the series yet? Is that what this is? Is this a,
This is a
is this
punishment.
a painful history?
I don't
You said,
recognize
oh.
them either. So
What's funny, the question I was going to ask before I'm in an unwilling chokehold was, do I recognize this person from my past? Would you believe me if I said I got an 18 again? An 18 again.
Seeing how you roll, I do believe you. I might buy you for my birthday, but
I did have
No,
to sacrifice
this is-
my best D20.
This is my Wizard 101 set. I'm not giving this away. It's special.
what's your total
I do. What would you say the check was again?
in history?
History. Well, that's 28 then.
28.
oh my god.
She smiles.
Golly.
She smiles, and you see like two sharp canines begin pointing down. You immediately recognize that smile, but you didn't recognize her at first because the last time you saw her, she had red skin and horns.
No.
Over the table reminder.
Back in Hillmount,
Oh
The
no.
vampire who had the book that you are currently using was named Mavrakis.
Okay.
Oh
Let me write that
no,
down.
she's so dead. Because the
Yeah.
vampires went
He's
crazy.
dead, bruh.
You guys fully
What the hell?
But she is sitting here looking at Lucian, completely new appearance, and she's looking at you, smiling, like running her tongue across her teeth, and she is going to begin.
She's like super dead.
She's going to start squeezing again. If you don't answer her immediately, she says, "Where's the book?"
All right. I'm sorry. You have had a wonderful makeover. I didn't recognize you. The book is it's in a supply closet with the rest of our gear. We had to surrender it before our mission here tonight.
Roll me a deception check.
Ava's gonna telepathically say, "Don't tell them anything, Lucy."
You didn't hear any of this.
You didn't hear
No,
any of it.
just telepathically, she's saying, "Don't tell them anything."
Oh.
Even though you did, but you know,
The book's not there.
Ava doesn't care.
It's
That's-
not
God,
there.
I'm nervous as hell to roll this because I have a +0. This is just gonna be a flat roll. Does anyone
You
want
got
to give me
this.
advantage? Can I?
I don't
Can
I
think
can
give
give
the-
you Bardic.
Guidance.
Yikes.
I
Someone
will
give
let
me
you guys
dice.
know,
Wherever.
giving any sort of buffs is pretty much going to immediately ruin your cover. You guys rolled those deception
Yeah.
checks and passed, so they're not immediately like, "Oh, we're good."
I mean, I didn't roll any deception checks.
I also just told you.
Yeah, can I just
Guidance is like touch.
leave now?
I got an
What
18
Oh my gosh.
For a total?
for a total of 19.
Okay.
I have a +0. Yeah.
She is going to not deal damage, but still like grab you by the shoulder, and she's gonna say, "Okay, take me there. Just you and me. Your friends stay here."
Mav, if I leave, there are people at this party that will raise an alarm.
We will be
And
gone. for
this
mere
will be
moments.
noticed very quickly.
You said that it was
Yes.
in a closet. We will go get it, and then we will be right back.
You cannot blame me if this turns this entire party into a shit show because you couldn't find a closet.
And then you cannot blame me if 2 of your friends do not make it out of this party.
Over the table. One of them came back. Anyways. Okay, I'm going to
That's what.
go.
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't
going to
connection.
sigh in defeat there and say, okay, let me down and I'll show you the way. But please act natural.
She is going to let go of your shoulder and instead grab your hand, interlacing her fingers with yours, and grab tight. You feel that she could crush the bones in this hand if she wanted to. And she's going to walk with you. The rest of you, if you are in a position to perceive these actions, I will let you tell me how you would like to respond, but I will make it very clear that from Lucian's message, you all rolled deception against this. If you make a move, these vampires immediately know that their cover is blown, and you don't know how they're going to respond.
Well, here's the deal. I am in a full disguise, so I'm wondering, can I go downstairs and, like, ask if I can cut in between Ava and Homegirl? Because we were dancing earlier.
Sure. In the time that Lucian and Mavrakis are going to this closet, you make your way down, guided by Zim again,
Mm-hmm.
and get down to where Ava and Irmina are dancing. Irmina is holding you very close, hand against your back, like keeping you there. I'll say that just before Dahlia shows up, Ava, shortly after you hear that message in your head, Irmina says, "You know, there are very quiet and private lounges available if we would like to go take one. I'm sure that most of the people are sitting here at the party."
That is such a exciting offer. But I'm actually kind of waiting for somebody.
So
May
I
I get in?
you walk up. May I get in? Hell is that?
It's a troll. By the way, I just have to like talk about the visual difference between Ermina and Dahlia real quick. We look completely opposite.
Yeah.
Like literally
every way.
angels and demons, bro.
If that is the case, Irmina's gonna look down at you, Ava, give your shoulder a little tug, and she says, "Well, if I am simply some temporary entertainment for you, then sure, you may cut in." And she will reach over and grab your hand, Dahlia, and Irmina pulls you closer and begins to dance with you.
Oh, I meant the other way. I do not know you.
No,
Please
That's
get,
fine. I show up.
please get away from me.
She pulls you in, and if you start to resist, I will need you to make saving throws. But Ava, she gives you a little bit of a wave and a wink and says, "You know where to find me."
I will, that offer sounded really nice, actually.
Ivana, I meant to dance with you.
Yes, but I'm busy, Dove, right now. Actually, I will see you later.
With that, Ava, you can head off. Ermina's gonna look down at Dahlia and be like, Dove, what a pretty name.
Thank you, it is the peace bird. So what's your deal? I'm like, face directly into her tits. I'm so short.
Ava's walking so fast right now and kind of like, come with me.
With that,
Finger.
she's gonna look down at you, staring at her chest, and just go, what is your deal?
What is my deal?
But we will cut the conversation off there. Anyone else? So we have Ava and Dahlia, who had some stuff that they changed up before we got to this next section. Athera, Gwen, Rosari's Leo.
I think I just intercept Ava. I expect Ava to be on the dance floor. She's walking off the dance floor.
Very fast.
And I catch and I'm like, wait, Ava, wait, you're in danger. Where?
No.
Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was across the hallway. What's going on?
No, Leo. I'm not in danger. Go. Go.
Okay.
Go find Dahlia and dance with her.
Why? Is she in danger?
Yes. Go find Dahlia and dance with her. Like her life depends on it.
Strange. Okay.
This went
Go.
very poorly.
Go.
I'll message Dahlia and be like, Dahlia, are you in danger? What's going on? Ava
I
says
don't
you're
believe
in
so.
danger.
Which, by the way, I hate to do this to you, darling, but I specifically have a hard time with undead creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see her?
With your blind sight, yes.
But like when I touch her, can I feel? Is she alive?
I will say give me a religion check.
Yay, I'm good at those. Hooah! Let's go. That's a nat 20.
Okay, I was about to say we cannot.
Nice. I can't see nothing.
I'm sorry.
Really shiny.
Nat 20 for,
Believe me.
for a total of 30.
A total of 30 is gonna do it. You start dancing with her, and you feel her skin is just cold. You already knew that you were in danger. I'm gonna say that you, without needing to expend a use, do like a very minor life sense really quick. This is not something you can normally mechanically do, but I'm just gonna allow it for this instance on a nat 20. And you feel like a brief little oof of heartbeat from all the people around you, except for her.
Does this cut back to our conversation, or are you still moved on?
I mean, you guys are still like done. Once
Mhm.
they do their things, we're going back to Lucian. So
Okay.
Leo intercepts Ava.
I guess I'll just say, "Oh, your hands are cold."
I'll keep Ava if that's ridiculous. If Dahlia is like, yes, I am also in danger, I will continue.
And this person, telepathically, I'm gonna be like, "This person is definitely dead. This person is dead. This person is not
Rosaris,
alive."
that's your cue, Rosaris. Dahlia's in danger with someone who is not alive.
Other three of you.
Yeah. Jordy, can I ask the person next to me? Did you want to go talk to those two over there? And I'll point at the piranhas and say, "Here, I'll introduce you." And I'll start to get up and try to take a path that gets me closer to Dahlia.
As soon as you stand up, he very quickly also stands up and gets in front of you and just goes, "Oh, no, that's okay. I have no real interest talking to them. He didn't seem like one for conversation. Please sit."
Oh, my friend, let's go. Enjoy the merriment. I'll introduce you.
Strength save, please, and thank you.
Okay, he can try if he wants.
Ooh, he didn't do great.
Strength save. +8. For 24.
Cool, he got a 13. He starts to push you down, and then you just like push back up with your legs and move his arm out of the way, to where you can like make.
As I do that, can I kind of like put my arm around him and to where I like shoulder hug him into me to where I can pick him up and just start dragging him?
Yeah, you start like bringing him with you. He's not very heavy, And he's gonna I'm gonna say that he chooses not to just begin attacking you. He is seemingly not trying to draw attention to himself. But you bring him forward to those two Church of Paran members.
Okay. Did I get close within like 30 feet of Dahlia?
Ooh, I'm gonna leave this
At any
to a
point?
roll. Give me a flat d20. 11 and up, yes. 10 and below, no.
That's a no.
Cool. They are near the corner of the dance floor, but I'll say that Yermina and Dahlia are like just out of your range. So you'd have to like actually go down and probably get either further down towards the like on the side of the dance floor, looking over the like rail, or get down on the dance floor. But at the corner that you're at, you can't reach them.
Are they in the top left corner of the map?
I don't even have the map pulled up right now. You are.
Are they near? Are they dancing closer to the guy with the fake or the ceremonial sword?
Actually, no. He is about 50 feet to your left.
Okay.
So I'm gonna actually update tokens on the map really quick so that we can see. Let me change our thing. So we have Rosari's down in the bottom right, Dahlia right there, like 35, 40 feet away from you. We'll say that she's about right there. Gwen is up here. Athera, I believe, was down here. No, you were upstairs.
Yeah.
Zim was down here with Dahlia, off in the corner, and Lucian is going out the top right. And then Ava is going this way, and Leo just attempted to intercept.
So can I... Oh, sorry, is anyone going right now?
We'll say, Zach, go ahead and finish up whatever you wanted to do, and then Natalie, you'll be next.
I'll just, I guess, stop partway through to the walk over there and be like, oh, you didn't want to talk to them, and then just start wandering onto the dance floor, just to try to get within 30 feet of Dahlia.
Cool. If you're walking away from those people, he is going to go ahead and start hitting you a little bit. Let me roll some attacks. That's probably going to hit. That's a 23.
Yeah, sure.
And another 23.
Sounds good.
Are you resistant to necrotic damage?
That is an excellent question.
I'm just
don't believe so.
taking notes. If you want to go check, I think it's your 7th level ability. But I'm going to start writing down 2 plus 4, 6.
Sorry, my my data sucks out here.
Okay. If nothing else, I can also pull it up. Both of the nameless
I'm
ones.
gonna be honest, it will probably be faster if you do it.
No, you get resistant to necrotic and radiant at level 15, not at level 7.
Yep.
Okay, so with that being said, you're going to take 22 points of damage as you are guiding this vampire, Adrian, down to the dance floor, but he is going to kind of like grab you and just squish as hard as he can. But with that, we'll say that that is your turn, like getting yourself within 30 feet of Dahlia. And that will take us to Athera.
Turn to Gwen. Someone should probably make sure we are still watching Casaro. This would be a good time.
Yeah, I was going to message everyone. I kind of wanted to help, but like, we also have to watch our target. So.
Oh, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's just vampires.
Okay.
Although
I'm
I think
mostly worried
we
about-
currently know that they're vampires because
Lucian is the only one.
told us.
I am patiently waiting for my turn because I got caught up before I said anything.
Cool. So,
Can I-
yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna like Lucian, do you want backup?
I'm going to respond in 3 words. Maverickus, closet,
Practice?
Mavrackus. I'm sorry, new name to me. Be nicer.
Closet
Morocco.
for 7 minutes.
How is it pronounced? Is it Mavrackus or Mavrackus? Mavrackus. Okay. Mavrackus, supply closet, Professor Remen. Now. That's 4.
Yeah, 4 words.
That's actually like
That's a little bit more
7 or 8.
than- yeah.
But I
Shit.
thought of more as I was talking.
Crazy. With that being said, Lucian, Mavrakis is guiding you to the supply closet. She's following you. Do you lead her there?
Yes. As I'm going though, you said she is fiercely grabbing my hand in a throw of passion, and by passion I mean deadly intent.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Good lord, where did this go? Sorry. I'm lost in my spell list right now. There it is. Would I be able to cast Ascending to Professor Remen?
On the
Right
way
now.
there? Yeah.
I basically just want to.
Well, let me check something. Let me check the
Yeah.
for sending and see if you can.
I know.
It does require verbal, somatic, and material. So I will let you know. I will let you attempt to cast it, but she will know that you're casting it and respond in like.
Okay. Instead of that, I already told them that I need Professor Remen. I want to. You said we are. I want to attempt to use Charm Person.
Okay.
I'm just double checking to see if I can upcast it
Oh,
at all.
Lord!
Huh?
She's a vampire!
Lord!
Yes!
Yep.
You didn't
She's a-
say that part when I asked you who she was.
She's a vampire!
You did.
Lord.
You left out that detail. That is a big detail. Huge.
It's Shardy's fault,
Shit.
dude.
Hey, she was.
Oh,
only
she's just a
first game
vampire.
You know, it's fine.
Good lord. I know it's my fault for not catching up on the lore, but you could have said that one word.
Yeah, vampire and then vampire lord.
Oh, that's
You
different.
used up all 3 of our words on the 6 words you used. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a vampire lord. We got disintegrated and she's alive!
That's
Yeah, we didn't
scary.
I don't know how the
Lord
fuck
is
that
Mavrakis.
happened.
We said, "Oh, it's Mavrakis, the vampire lord."
I did not hear that.
No, that was a joke.
Okay.
Hey, Galen, you're on crunch time. You have to make a call here.
I'm on crunch time. I'm
Yeah.
sad. That's what I am. So, I'm just gonna attempt this ending. To
Give
Remen.
me a sleight of hand against her attack roll. We'll say.
I wonder what his
I'm going to-
character will be like.
Big John Luke.
Yeah. Not. He won't be French.
No.
Wait, what's my bonus? Wait, what's
Sleight
my
of
bonus?
Oh my god, that's a 28.
Fuck. Is there any way I could play this off like I was just trying to get frisky with her?
Oh!
Okay,
Okay,
well that's
It
a 5.
requires verbal
Shorty.
components, so you have to say.
You're a verbal component. I got a 5. What's my consequence?
Your consequence is that she's going to stop you from casting the spell, and like with her hand, like slice down, and it's going to cut into your side, and you're going to take 10, 18, 26 plus 5, so 31 points of damage total. And you immediately begin bleeding. She is going to like put her hand over the wound and say, Next time I will aim a little bit higher. And she kind of like pokes at your throat.
Next time you won't be able to find the book.
You said it is in a closet. I will look for it.
There's a lot of closets in this city.
Go. Will you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Do you think you could hide in the closet and just not invite her in?
Oh my god, yes.
Can I go in the closet first, closing it, and then
Well,
do a minor illusion to make a sign that says boys only?
Give me this. Give me this wisdom save really quick.
No girls allowed.
Nope.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
That's a 21.
Cool. You do succeed. She tells you
Oh,
to
yay.
go. Her eyes kind of flare up and they glow this like orangish red color. She's able to tell that it does not stick. The spell does not work. But she urges you on anyway and tells you to keep going.
Okay, right about now. I'm assuming, this closet was in a hallway off
Yeah.
the side.
I will say
Right.
it wasn't very far away, but because you did something else and kind of distracted her for a round, I will give everyone else like another round of actions before you have to decide whether you actually do anything or not. So let's just go. I'll do it like free form. You guys just tell me, do you have anything else that you want to do? Is anyone else doing anything different, or are you staying where you are?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, I want to continue my thing with this vampire lady. So, upon hearing that it's Mavrakis, who I did hear about, can you say that I can understand that this person is a vampire?
I mean, yeah, I trust you to make that call. It
Yeah.
makes total sense to say, like,
I mean, my
I know
intelligence is
Mavrakis.
pretty decent. It's like
Yeah.
a 14.
you know Mavrakis was a vampire. You're dealing with
This person's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just go, oh, your hands are cold.
She looks down and she says, "Thank you."
Right. So I did mean to dance with my person over there. Forgive me, Listarian is not my first language, and I can't even speak Septenian. I'm just going to, and then I go to step away.
As you attempt to step away, she is going to hold you there. Her hands are around your waist right now, and she's going to keep you from moving. She's going to bring one hand up and kind of like move some of the hair behind you. Give me a wisdom save as well. And she's going to say, "No, I think that is okay. You will stay right here."
What
Leo, are you
spell is
there
this,
yet?
by the way?
I'm waiting. I'm
Is it
waiting. I'm
charm?
running.
A charm spell?
Yep.
Okay, you said wisdom save?
Yep.
26.
26 will do it. So you are unaffected by the spell, but she is physically not letting you leave. She easily overpowers you, and it's not going to be easy for you to break free. I'm
I'm gonna do something kind of crazy
There's not much else you can
that
do.
I might
before we
regret.
cut to the next part, though.
I'm gonna raise both of my arms up and go, help, this crazy lady is dancing with me without my consent. Somebody please help me. Please help me, somebody.
Casaro doesn't want a ruckus at his ball, does he?
I do not consent to dancing with this woman. She is holding me.
Am I there yet? Am I there
I'm
yet?
gonna say we're gonna move from you to everybody else, and then we're gonna see what happens next time.
All right.
I'm playing the fact that we're in a crowd.
So
Fair,
everybody else-
Did you say?
should would you like
I-
to stay or me stay?
Well, I feel like someone should. Lucian's not looking very good. I can
you guys have,
probably
like, a-
get to him fastest, but I also
Probably.
can watch Casaro the most like I have a very good perception.
I mean,
Although-
you have more spells and stuff, don't you? So maybe you should go help him. Right?
Probably. Are you going to be okay here?
I think so. If I need help, I'll say something.
All right. I'm going to Misty step down to the ground floor and then run after, well, like casually go toward this. Are they in the hallway now?
Yeah, they're in the hallway, so you're gonna be behind them by like at least a full round.
Okay. So I'll follow, and I'm going to, if you'll let me, just
Bonus action.
right off the bat, cast Bark Skin and follow. And as soon as I enter into the hallway, even if they're ahead of me, I'm going to be like, Lucian, are you all right? I
I'm
saw
gonna
you
say
left.
They are like down a hall, and then they turned down another hall. So like you're gonna have to spend a full turn next turn,
Okay.
like catching up with them
Yep.
to where the closet will be. But you cast Bark Skin, you Misty step down, you're moving, all that fantastic. Jocelyn?
Real quick, I had a small epiphany. Can I telepathically seek out Azalea and say, hey, there's a vampire lord here?
He is not close enough to you.
We included her in our group call, didn't we?
Oh, I didn't.
No.
Did we?
Because I thought
I
we
believe
did.
she specifically requested not to be part of it.
No, yeah, we
No.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind then.
Okay, everybody else? Actions for the
Um,
round?
I'm
Yeah.
sprinting onto the dance floor. And I think Rosaries is coming in as well.
Yeah, you guys are coming from
sort
two
of
opposite
dragging
ends.
his person. So we're coming in, we're both converging on the vampire dancing with our friend.
Speaking of, if you guys are going to take actions related to that, I'm going to give her a turn as well.
Sure.
She took a bonus action to attempt to charm you, and that did not work. Dahlia, she's going to reach her hand up, grab you by the throat, pull your face towards hers, and she's going to kiss you, but also roll an attack against you and just.
Nom.
Yeah.
Nom nom.
So let's.
This is also assault.
26.
Yes.
Does a 17 hit? Yeah, yes, it does. Why did I even ask? Okay. 8 plus 6. That one's not great. That's going to be 8, 9, 12 points of damage for the first one, and then she's going to squeeze again.
Hey, Dahlia, you're not going to be taking the damage. You're fine.
12, 18 for the second.
And I'm not taking
Shorty, I'll use my reaction to use my channel divinity to take the all damage for Dahlia for this round.
Cool. You feel, Dahlia, like hands start to close in around your throat, but then as they start to hurt and you feel like pain from the force, they ease up a little bit and you don't feel that anymore. But Rosaries, you feel your neck getting like bludgeoned and crushed a little bit. So that's going to be her. Now you guys can go.
So Rosaries, you first.
Yeah, I'll go first. As soon as that happens and the other vampires hitting me, I'll just look at both of them. Once I get within range, I'll just start pulling the fingers off of my glove and kind of just slap the vampire next to me and throw it at the one with Dahlia and be like, that wasn't nice. And you're attacking an innocent person. Someone's got to deal with that. And I'll need both of them, and I'll go ahead and throw in the 2 piranhas if they're within range for a mass compelled duel. Wisdom save 16.
Yeah, if you're standing.
If they're not
Oh,
within range,
we had the piranhas too.
He's drawing them into the fight. I like it.
Yeah, good.
You know, piranhas do famously hate vampires.
That
wisdom
is
saves,
true.
right?
They say, hey guys, those
Smoke.
guys are vampires.
wisdom 16.
16.
They're
And
vampires.
Shorty, I believe
Rosaries
that
would
was
be that name.
28 points of damage to me, right?
Repeat that.
I believe that was 28 points of damage to me, right? Or was it?
I think it was about 28. yeah,
From
28 or 29 or something like that.
Right.
I'm the
trying
two
to
vampires
cover it
rolled
while I'm doing it.
like shit. So they both failed. The two piranhans, one of them succeeded, one of them failed. But if one of them's going down, the other one will join. So the fact that one failed means that you have effectively got both. So they feel a like spell attached to them. These two vampires immediately turn to you. I'm going to say in reaction to that, not only am I changing up the music a little bit, but the vampire that you drug down here is going to roll 2 attacks against you. That is a 21 and a 15.
Both of those will hit. Could I have used my action to take the dodge action?
Sure, yeah. You didn't really do anything else.
It's not gonna matter. My AC is 9. You're just gonna hit everything.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so the first one.
I was also gonna come in with a turn undead, so I don't know if that's.
I hate to tell you, if their AC is 9, they only miss on a nat 1, and I did not get any nat 1s.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
first attack, 10, 14, 18 points of damage. Second attack,
Got it.
9, 11, 15 points of damage. At this point, this vampire runs at you and just starts swinging, and you get connected with 2 punches that just deeply reverberate within your body and hurt a lot. With that, immediately, like, people in the crowd start to notice what's happening and start to, with Dahlia throwing her hands up and yelling, like clearing out into a
And
circle.
Kissed against my will.
Yeah.
I hope people are upset about that.
I'm upset about
the piranhans are
I'm upset about that.
immediately coming down. Cristiano Maki is immediately coming down, and like a swath of different people around the dance floor immediately like stand up and begin moving down to see what's happening and potentially help out. But that's all we're gonna do for this round down here. Ava, I believe you still get one round of actions here.
Yeah. Can I find Professor Remen now?
Give me an investigation check.
Please roll well.
I'm trying!
Please.
Wait, I'm so scared.
We do not trust
Investigation
women.
or perception?
I'll let you do either.
Okay.
I'd be okay
I
with
think-
you lying.
We
as
do
well.
not trust Remen. However, a strong wizard
Well,
is a strong
The
wizard.
only reason is because Lucian said so. Perception plus 8. Can't do math in my head. What's 9 and 8?
17.
9 and 8. 17.
I want you to tell me where you are in accordance to everybody else. Are you still on the dance floor? Are you up where Lucian was going?
I was heading towards where Lucian was going because I thought that chick was gonna follow me and then she didn't, so.
Cool. With that, I will say a 16 will in fact find Professor Remen. He is walking back from a bar. He has 2 drinks in his hand. One was a little cocktail with a little umbrella in it. The other one is a tall glass with ice and fruit throughout it. And he is kind of awkwardly dodging people walking with his 2 drinks.
Ava's gonna almost hysterically run up to this guy that she's never met before. But she knows what he looks like. You Professor. You're Professor Remen, yes?
Me? Yes, I am.
Yes,
Professor
I
Remen.
know.
Mhm.
I know you are. I know you are. And I know you don't know me, but I know you, and I know that you're involved with Lucian. And Lucian, he's in trouble right now. Can you please help me? Please, come.
He turns and sets his drinks on the desk, and he goes, "Okay, lead the way."
Yes, and she's gonna grab him, and she's just gonna be like ranting about vampire lords and a book, and Lucian being a dumbass. And
With that, I will say that you two, Ava and Remen, and Athera all enter into the hallway before where Lucian is. With that, the last thing we're gonna end on is Lucian's turn. Mavrakis has you. You are currently wounded and hurt. She's gonna give you one last chance. She says, "Take me to the book, or you die."
Do I do something stupid?
I mean, that's what I did.
I just
Maybe.
need a good roll. I just need one good roll.
No.
Let's
my
go
gosh.
gambling. No. In the hallway I'm in, do I see the closet where we stored our stuff?
Yes, the door is like 20 feet away from you.
Are there any other doors down this hallway?
There are. I'm gonna say that there's like, from your perception, there's 4. So there's like, or no, we'll say 5. There's like the closet in the middle, and then there's like a lounge on either side, and then on the other side of the hallway, there's another 2 lounges.
But I mean, like, as far as shut doors,
Yeah, they're all shut.
they're all okay.
Yeah, ours were locked. Didn't someone have the
Uh-huh.
key? Who had the key?
Not me.
I think I did.
Oh.
He is going to look down the hallway, say, fine. It's in one of these doors down here. I personally did not load our belongings in here. One of my other friends did. Here, we can check these 4 doors here, and the closet should be one of these. I was instructed it was down this hallway.
She is going to release you and look at you and say, Lucian, can I be honest with you?
Do I have a choice?
No, I am a spellcaster just like you. I know you have the book. She's going to roll an attack against you. That is a 21
Oh man, no, that doesn't hit.
and a 17.
No, that doesn't hit. That's crazy. Yeah, they both hit.
Cool. First attack.
Shit, I'm just dead.
How much else do you have left?
10. I have 10.
Cool. What is your max?
56.
56?
Okay, that's
Are you
okay.
about to perma-kill him?
No.
No.
13,
Vampire lords are
17,
great.
18.
Are any of these spells?
No.
Oh, you're fine.
11, 16, 24, 25. You're lucky. She got 43 damage on that. So what that means is you are down, and this is going to be the first time we get to use these, but the new homebrew death rules.
Oh, I'm just the guinea pig. All right.
Yeah. As soon as you go down, you take 1 failed save. You have a maximum of 7, though. You got hit again, so you're at 2 failed saves. On your next turn, you are not dead. Like, you're not unconscious. You can roll me a con save to see if you stay up or not. But on your turn, if you take any actions or bonus actions or anything like that, they cost death saves. So you can do stuff, you can cast spells, but they put you closer to death. But we will pick up there next week.
Please teleport yourself closer to any healer.
I have been trying.
I'm coming. I
Scary
can.
vampire lord, apparently,
You're
has been
on
preventing
the
this.
way. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
Alright.
dun, dun.
We're right there.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. We'll see if any of our players die because
I cast Burn Undead.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Lord.
Stressful.
I